Hello and welcome back to Kagaribi number 15. My name is Pearl and today I am joined by Kanye Beast. We are about to bring you another hype wave of singles. How are you feeling today?
I'm feeling very, very excited personally, you know. Lovely, lovely venue. This is the first time we're here in such a big venue as well, Makarimese. You know, previously we've been in Hamamatsu, we've been in Tokorozawa, but you know, this venue is huge. It's actually insane. I don't know, I'm very excited. I'm looking forward to seeing all the games of people I know, people I don't know, returning players, foreign players, you know, everybody. What about you?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it today. I just got a little taste of the action earlier, getting to cast a bracket for Wave A. But moving into Wave B now, we are going to have even more tough competition. Going to be getting started on this side of winners. So we're just looking forward to get straight into the matches. You know, in just a few minutes, we are going to be getting players over to the streams. So we will be getting started shortly.
Very, very, very shortly, yeah. Let me see if I can pull up the Start GG just to see maybe who would be first. Oh, wow.
Yeah, looking at the other side of the stage, it does look as though we have people sitting down at the moment. Whether those are going to be our players or not, we're not certain. But, you know, I've had the privilege of watching some pretty hype sets this morning.
Yeah, yeah.
Several Game 5s, actually.
Really?
Even on this side of bracket.
It always seems like such a fierce kind of competition. Like, well, I mean, obviously it is. But even outside of like the bracket, even in pools, it's just a eat or be eaten kind of scenario every single game. All right.
No, there's definitely a lot of that. And I heard Doramigi almost dropped a Game 3 today.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it wasn't a Smashmate player.
Really?
Yeah, it was just
a random guy.
Just a player.
Underground talent. Oh my god.
Yeah, I mean, of course, he was able to clinch the set.
Yeah.
But, you know, a Game 3 is,
yeah,
you know,
no, that's an impressive feat.
That's amazing.
Yeah. No, I heard earlier today, too, from just, like, a couple of my friends already in bracket about, like, oh, I almost had this, but I just lost the set overall. And on some hashtag copium thing just a little bit, but it's like, you know, unfortunate, but you lost to a Smashmate demon, so
yeah.
Actually you lost to the best of the best. You're kind of goated still. But no, that is insane. That's also something I really, really like about these tournaments in general. Sometimes you will fight against people that's like, you know, renowned. It's like, oh god, I have to fight against Doramigi. Oh, I'm screwed. And then other times it's just like, oh, I don't know what to expect, and I'll still get washed. I'm like, oh, dang. Just underground talent, really.
Yeah, up at the stream right now, we have Ebio versus Oakugu, and just getting us started, you know, having their control set in. This is the time when mentally you need to be resetting yourself. You need to have a focus before going into any set, and especially this being round 1 winners, right?
Yeah.
We have a lot riding on this. It's going to be best of 3, so you make a mistake, you only have a couple of instances to correct it.
Oh, yeah. No, definitely. Like, this is something I was thinking about at earlier tournaments too, but best of 3 and best of 5s, like, you have to have completely different mindsets in order to, like, really persevere and prevail in these kind of environments, you know? Like, in best of 3, you mess up, oh, yeah, you're absolutely right. You need to correct that immediately or you're just cooked.
Yeah, I mean, you also have to factor in that a lot of these players are not coming from Chiba specifically.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're coming from all over the country and even all over the world. So
yeah.
some of us have still not adjusted to the time difference.
Not only that, but also like with some of my friends earlier too. I have a friend who plays Falco, and unfortunately Japan is a land full of Falcos. So the strategy against Falco is very, very set in stone, or at least, you know, understood on a greater basis.
Yeah.
And he was just kind of shocked by, like, man, everybody I fight already knows how to beat me. What am I doing here? I'm like, that's unfortunate. It really is.
I think what's interesting in what I've gotten to see today is how different the meta is here compared to some of the other places I've commentated.
Yeah.
I mean, I commentated for 3 different Meta Knights today. I'd be hard-pressed to find a single high, maybe a high-level Meta Knight where I live, right?
I don't know. That's always something funny to, like, I feel like I never really understand because I've only seen like Japanese. At least. Here we get into the game. Best of 3. Round 1. Evio versus Oakugo. Let's get right into this. Hold up.
All right, getting us started with the Mithra, of course, trying to... I think this is button checking.
I think so as well, yeah. It seems to just be a button check at first.
Yeah, no actual interactions happening. So that's what it looks like we are doing. But getting started nonetheless.
Yeah.
I don't think it's button checking anymore, actually. I think they're playing for real.
No, they're
Never
just
mind.
fighting each other. Hold up.
No, I was wrong.
They've got me again.
Okay, trust your instincts. It's if it looks like a button check and it sounds like a button check, it might be a duck.
Hashtag true. Hold the phone. Man. But yeah, no, the meta is so different out here. I feel like I never see anything about like ban Steve, ban Kazuya until it's about like North American kind of tournaments. But who knows, maybe that just means I don't know enough Japanese.
Well, I think some of that is because some of their highest ranking Steve players are dual mains as well.
Oh.
I mean, think about the fact that a lot of people play multiple characters here and at such high skills as well.
True.
Getting us started, Dakugo actually, going to have this Mithra online, just playing so patiently. Excellent air dodge from Ebio, trying to stay out of disadvantage. However, he needs to have more stage control, and unfortunately, Dakugo is making it so difficult.
Yeah, Ebio really just needs to find these opportunities to get in past those arms. Finding a nice opportunity, unfortunately, just gets one grab, nice down throw, no real conversion off of that, but just setting up what needs to be done in the future.
Yeah, the uppy not going to be quite enough to take the stock, but if he can't get off of this ledge, Ebio could find himself in a spot of bother, timing out with the air dodge, but still has to find a way to land, and with Dare, that is how he is going to do it.
Yeah.
Dakugo, though, going to be the one to have to make the recovery this time, and instead keeping Ebio on his back foot, you know, in disadvantage. On this side of the ledge, did not get the turnaround that he wanted, but the Nares definitely going to be trying to get any openings that he can.
Yeah, this is a very dangerous spot for... Okay, let's go. Ebio takes that first stock. He was in the lead for quite a while with that percent lead. Now he's switching back to Mithra just to get this setup running through the works again. Just finding any kind of opportunities to get past these arms. Let's see. Nice grab, down throw. Just following through with up tilts. Just racking up damage and finding opportunities to keep on with this advantage state.
Yeah, you notice Dakugo seems to be struggling to land a lot of the time, but the Dare seems to be what actually saves him. And I want to know how Ebio has plans to punish that.
Yeah.
But you can finally see Dakugo is getting a bit of momentum for himself going. The Dragon Arm not going to be taking the stock just yet, but with Ebio off stage, hopefully for Dakugo, he can get a little bit more going for himself.
Let's go.
Still playing around those arms. You know, you don't want to get hit by that Megawatt either, especially now that it is online. And Ebio's at a pretty high percentage, way past full range at this point. So we are near kill percent, very much so.
I want to say that we're seeing just a little bit of adaptation from Dakugo here. Just in that he's not getting tossed around like a salad like he was last stock, but who knows? He still needs to close this gap and get that kill off of Ebio.
All right, as we are resetting to the ledge, not quite the stock, but at past 200%, Ebio has overstayed his welcome, and Dakugo is really just looking for anything as possible.
Nice. Just clearing out that stock. Dakugo takes it with that arm.
Now, unfortunately for Dakugo, he is at nearly 100%. Ebio, having the Pyra out already, wants to have anything that he can, any advantage at his disposal to be able to clear out this stock as quickly as possible. And with Dakugo being ledge trapped, this might be the time to do it. You know, just catching the roll in. What a great stock from Ibio.
Just a classic 1-2. Just that down throw into up air. Switching back to Mythra, seeing if we can work it one more time, work the magic. Kamla down throw.
All right, getting that recovery, and now the Dragon Breath out. We have something going, some momentum a bit, but the foresight going to be the first thing to interrupt that. Ibio showing his true colors and swinging for the fences out here as we see him finding these aggressive options and doing very well at navigating around these arms. The side B going to be doing quite a lot of damage for him. Dakugo in disadvantage, so high up.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we've seen the switch to Pyra already. It looks like he's kind of turned on the kill mode. We'll see. Just a forward throw off stage. Just waiting on ledge just to see what Dakugo's reaction is going to be, what kind of option. The reaction in question is actually a throw off stage for Ibio. Just getting it back towards center stage and securing a little bit of that neutral for himself. Let's see if he can turn this around.
All right, great uppie there from Ibio as he was looking to stall out the timing, and there we go. There it is. The finishing blow from Ibio going to be sealing out game number 1 over Dakugo.
Big ups, Ibio for the game 1.
So what we saw a lot of, Ibio seemed to be very dominant with his spacing throughout much of that game. Dakugo finally getting off of the back foot. I do think that we saw some of that improvement as well, but just, unfortunately for Min Min, she needs the entire stage if she really wants to have that advantage. And a character like Mythra is so good at being fast and having a giant sword. She
just
doesn't...
closing that distance.
She does. That's exactly what she does. And at the point that Min Min is in disadvantage, then it's really unsafe for her to land. She has very little landing options. The dares seem to be working okay, but there's only so many times you can do that before you've just lost all of your momentum.
Because I feel like I've seen this exact matchup many, many times here, and it really just comes down to how well the Mythra Pyra can just close the distance and not give Min Min any real breathing room, which Foresight does a great job of in this one instance of closing that distance and just setting up a grab and some small strings just to rack up percent off of this game too. Just Ibio kind of being very, very dominant here just in the very, very beginning, already getting about 60% on Dakugo.
Yeah, leading this game the same way that he was the previous one. We do have a little bit of a ledge trap. Finally getting the side B and actually going to be interrupting a lot of Dakugo's newfound momentum. Yet another ledge trap for Ibio, but you know, sometimes you do just have to rely on a bit of that get-up attack in order to find your advantage once again. Dakugo still looking to land. There it is, that down air once again, going to be proving to be the thing that saves him as he's hoping for an edge guard.
Yeah, he's feeling the groove today. You know, every single stock he's switching to Pyra earlier and earlier. He knows what's up. He knows the combos, the 1-2 in order to secure the stock. Let's hope he can follow through, because they're both now at dangerous percents, and that hit alone almost took the stock, but it gets secured by Dakugo here, securing the first stock of the game. And a quick retaliation, quick response from Ibio, switching back to Mythra, seeing if we can set it up all over again.
Beautiful edge guard there from Ibio, and Dakugo actually being able to use the Megawatt as well. I really love to see that in being able to take stocks as quickly as he was. As we have reset to this side of the stage, we do see Dakugo not being as scared of fighting up close, but Ibio still having the advantage anytime that it comes to a scrapping battle. When the two of them are up close, you know, you just...
Yeah. It's like, it's always a great thing that Dakugo doesn't show any fear. He's not necessarily afraid of getting up close and personal, but unfortunately, he just doesn't have the same kind of tools Ibio has when it comes up to those close personal engagements. He can fake out all he wants, but if he whiffs a grab, he's cooked.
That's exactly right. You know, there's a lot more riding on the spacing of a character such as Min Min than on the win condition, rather, than someone like Ibio, because Pyra Mythra have such, like, the duality of these two characters is amazing, but this is exactly where Dakugo shines. Having Ibio off stage, not allowing her to return whatsoever. You know, the Ram Ram and the Dragon's Breath proving to be fatal.
Oh, unfortunate. that up B from Evio, just getting that that neutral, that center stage, not even center stage, just getting Dakugo off stage in general.
Great reset now. We do have a chance for Evio to try to close out yet another stock. He is on his last stock, however, so this needs to be played perfectly to a T. Dakugo not going to be letting that happen if he can't help it, though, as he does seem to have Evio on his back foot. Just waiting for him to find the right opportunity. The side B going to be what catches him at that side of the stage. Great up smash from Evio, rather, trying to bring us right back down to even.
Oh. I thought I was about to see Evio go beast mode. Unfortunately, he actually got reversed by Dakugo here. And on that 96%, you know, it's anybody's game at this point. If you can get a couple more strings going as Mythra, we could see something. But he's switched to Pyra, you know, maybe a little hasty, who knows? But racking up percentage as Pyra is easy, you know. He's working his money, he's working his magic. Hopefully he can survive just a little bit longer, but unfortunately he gets hit with that giant megawatt. Unfortunately going to seal out game 2 for that Dakugo, 1-1.
Great use of the megawatt for Dakugo. You know, you could see him in the tracing that he had it with the Nair previously, you know, just have the Ram and then pull out the megawatt for the kill. That was an excellent option from him. Keeping Evio largely on the back foot for the second half of the game as well. He was at disadvantage a lot, whereas the first game was mostly Evio's game to win.
Yeah. So definitely a reversal in that game in general. But let's see if we can keep this momentum up going into game 3. You know, this is going to be for all the marbles this time on small Pokemon Stadium.
What's important to keep in track for Pokemon Stadium is that this is the stage that has the lowest ceiling of any of the starters.
Yeah.
So that's really important for
Evio, really.
Yeah, for heavier characters. And you know, Evio playing the heaviest character of the two with Pyra, that's going to be very important for him to keep in mind at any point that he's in disadvantage.
Well, not only that, but it works just like a double-edged sword for both of them, no? Because if Evio switches to Pyra early, like now even, she's just going to secure that Kamla down air, up air, down throw into up air. I'm anticipating we're going to see that, but who knows? Maybe he just picked the stage for the soundtrack.
As we have the down air in order to get straight out of disadvantage, Dakugo trying to find his opening once again, but Evio still trying to keep him ledge trapped as much as possible. The jab's going to be what does it, and unfortunately for Evio, keeps him out, but not able to close out that stock. Up air, not enough to do it either. And
he delayed it. He delayed it. He's just playing with his food a little bit.
Great first stock, however, to Evio. Dakugo still going to be looking for his answer back, especially with this ledge trap.
Yeah. No, Evio's doing a really great job this game of like maintaining his distance just outside of Dakugo's effective range. Like we even saw on the ledge last stock, just kind of containing the Dakugo on the ledge with Pyra's projectile, just rolling inside and outside of what is effective. And a Kamla combo, just racking up 50% on Dakugo.
This is exactly what we want to see. Having Evio looking for what he can, and actually that side B, it has been so good at connecting with his timings. It is exactly the sort of advantage that we want. And Dakugo, however, still looking to get off of this ledge, hasn't made a dent, but that but Evio going to be coming right in once again, just sort of chipping away at the space between them.
Yeah. He's playing a dangerous game with these grabs. Unfortunately, he whiffs one and gets grabbed in response. Grab number 2 from Evio. Just sitting on the ledge. What are we going to do? Kamla down tilt into up air. Unfortunately, not enough to kill. Hit that side B just to control that outside area. And does not connect. Unfortunately, the stage has been returned to Dakugo. Nice ledge guarding with his arms. And sealing that stock in his favor. Evio down to his last stock.
unfortunate for him to lose the stock that way. But for Dakugo, this is definitely a chance to make back this game, clinch out the reverse 3-0, or the reverse 2-0 rather, if that is the case. Abio doesn't want to let that happen anytime soon, having the side B and full rage on Dakugo, hopefully for Abio. He wants to close this out. That's what you see. The Pyra is out to play. However, Dakugo now with the stage advantage, charging the Megawatt, and it is instead going to be the Ram to hit him off stage.
Yeah.
Dragon's Breath online as well.
I like how he took this stock and took it just now with that nice up smash, just sealing out that game in his favor. But even just before that, you know, he was starting to realize, you know, I don't have to be crazy. I've got a stock lead. I can just take my time, just keeping his distance and maintaining a strong, effective range away from Evio. And as that percentage just racked and racked and racked, he's like, all right, hold up. I'm feeling myself just a little bit. And just got a little bit more aggressive with that last stock there. And eventually just sealed the whole deal, you know, packaged with a nice little bow in that up smash.
You know, that was a beautiful game that we saw played from Dakugo, because, you know, game number 1, he did unfortunately get a little, you know, it felt as though Abio was really the one who was feeling the tempo, setting the pace, and all of that. We saw a bit of improvement towards the end, unfortunately not enough for him, but the proof that he could be patient, that he could look for his openings, and that he could set things to his own favor just showed that he was the victor.
Yeah, yeah. It always feels like that in fighting games in general, like just a round, the first game has been completed and the download has been completed with it. Just that turnaround from Dakugo really, really was something to watch, frankly.
Yeah, and of course this is our round 1 of Wave B pools. So it's amazing to already see such a competitive energy. Just getting us started. These people have probably warmed up a little bit today, maybe with some friendlies, but regardless, it is a beautiful thing to see, and I'm so glad that we have the chance to bring these matches to you on Kagaribi 15.
Yes, yes. No, that always kind of surprises me too. Like, obviously people need to warm up before their sets, but these venues open quite early. People are in here grinding the minute the doors open. I sometimes don't expect it as much, but no, people are ready to go by the time their sets are here. And who do we have for our second game of this stream? Let's see.
All right, our next challengers up to play. Who are we about to see?
Let's see. This is a brilliant question. That is the question.
I think we're getting the names in just a moment, but in the meantime, both of these players are just going to be calming their nerves, inputting their tags, all of the important things that you have to do before you get into a set.
The important things, the important things.
It really is amazing how many people you have just in the venue today.
Yeah, no. This venue, like I mentioned earlier, it is huge, but this space is normally reserved for like Japan's equivalent of like E3. Like Tokyo Game Show happens annually in Makuhari Messe, this entire venue. And if you saw earlier today too, like there's an idol event or some kind of like fan event, I'm not really sure, going on in the like next door halls and stuff like that. TGS will have the entire like space with these dividers down so that people can walk through, and it is such a huge spectacle. So it really is something insane that, you know, Kagaribi has turned into something so big that it can be in the same hall, you know? So I'm very much looking forward to like day 3 when they're gonna have the lights turned down and everything turns red and it gets real swag, you know? But you know, they've been making the stage the entire time I've been here, and the players have been making it home the entire time as well. Let's see.
All right, we do have the stages being decided currently by Rune, who's getting to declare his band, and it's going to be between himself and Kureisu.
Very excited for these games to happen.
Yeah, you know, all of this to say, we We have a lot going on. The players are taking an adequate amount of time before their sets begin. But you know, you have to get into the right headspace, go over all of the necessary steps.
I'm surprised I don't see more people with like headphones in actually. Like, obviously not everybody does this, but I've seen like some of my friends, they got the Beast Mode playlist and it's nothing but like, you know, nothing but Drake in there. I'm surprised I don't see people more often get themselves in like in the mood, you know, in the zone. But maybe the sound cues of the game are just like super important. Oh, hello.
It's possible that they just really like the sound of the crowd as well, especially when you have your friends cheering.
Oh, yeah.
You like having that encouragement. And here we are getting started for our very next set. That is going to be Kureisu with the Daisy and Rune as the Inkling. So what do you think about this matchup on this stage?
On this stage, I think I'm going to see a lot of, well, I'm going to see a lot of Ink regardless because we got Inkling here, but judging by what I just saw, we're going to see a lot of these carry turnip combos actually. Because I have, frankly, I have no idea what to expect until I see them actually going at it, because sometimes, like I said earlier about like, sometimes, you know, there's just underground talent at these tournaments. Sometimes they're just like known bracket demons. Sometimes just like, oh, this guy normally plays Smash Mate online and he's cracked insane, but he's never ever gone to a local in his life. So I have no idea what to expect out of anybody. You know, the same kind of people who use the same characters could just be insane with them. Whereas sometimes we just see a bit slower and more methodical of a playstyle with some other people, you know?
That's absolutely true. And going to get us started, it does look as though we are near kill percent.
Oh my god!
And what a beautiful turnaround from Kureisu.
Trigonometry with the turnip. Oh my god.
Great stock to be getting us started. Drawing first blood, having the turnips in hand at every given moment that he can. That is exactly what you want to see from a Paisley player. Rune trying to fight back desperately, getting hit with the tail end of the down air and the dash attack to re-establish spacing. And Rune, of course, trying to be so careful for any of these turnips, and especially that quick back air that Kureisu has at his disposal. Such a good tool for stage control.
Yeah, I mean, just judging by how this game is going, I fear maybe this one game particularly may go into the Kureisu Hype Aura compilation. Hopefully we can see some more game plan. Oh, because he's done such a great job so far, just managing the space right above the ground, managing the space right around the ledges. It seems like such a methodical thing, really.
That is absolutely true. Trying to get that back air. No up smash today for Kureisu, but Rune going to be going for back airs of his own. Has the stage advantage and successfully able to shield away the bomb, but still going to be looking for any sort of roller that he can, something to get his advantage going. Take the stock away where he stands, but it is not going to be Kureisu's stock just yet, but damn near close to it for Rune.
Ooh. Nice ledge trump, just jumping back up onto the stage and taking that stock for certain. It's looking very dominant in Kureisu's favor. Hopefully Rune can make something out of this 97% he's racked up. Unfortunately, he whiffs that up smash, but we're tossing out grenades, we're tossing out dodges, tossing out aerial attacks. Hopefully we can just secure one of these in order to not make it such a devastating first game.
Yeah, just looking to take yet another stock. Kureisu already passed kill percentage, and maybe with this roller into the up smash, that's not going to be it.
Unfortunately, it was not it. It did not quite hit as expected.
Oh, still looking for it. You do have the bombs coming to this side of the stage. Kureisu, however, going to be a master at navigation. The Winky Face turnip in hand, trying to do a little bit more damage than usual. Successfully able to land, but there is no respite to be found on the ground. Rune out for the kill, on the prowl.
He's hungry, man. He has not yet had his meal. Just desperately looking for this kill. Tossing out up smash. Up air will seal the deal, selecting that first stock finally in Rune's favor. Hopefully we can keep up some momentum and keep an advantage state. Just find any kind of opportunity we can in neutral here.
We are look for at the center of the stage, as we were saying earlier, Rune trying to keep this neutral alive, trying to keep his game alive. You know, when you take a stock, you can take a game. All of that being said, Kureisu has the stage advantage, getting the up air combos, and not enough to take the stock just yet. But if he's able to follow it up with something that could be the chance.
He's not quite let him touch the ground just yet. It's looking a bit oppressive. Rune finally has his feet planted on the ground, hopefully back, remaining in center stage, but unfortunately meeting his end to Kureisu in game 1.
Kureisu with the back air, and that is such an amazing thing to be able to have in your arsenal because it's quick, it's efficient. He used it a lot in order to reestablish stage control, and it was what he used as well to be able to take the stock.
Quite efficient. Indeed.
Beautiful first game, and what do you think Rune should keep in mind going into this next game?
Ooh, that is a good question because I'm very bad at this game. I fear. I'm not sure. It definitely is an impressive match. Like you said, I mean, back air from Daisy from Kureisu was very, very effective, efficient. It did the job. It did the job twice, actually. But, you know, just I'm not even sure where to begin.
All right, well, I expect Rune to show us if he wants to take the game.
Yes.
So show us your moves, Rune.
As they say.
Getting back to center of the stage, I'm intrigued by the choice to go to FD again.
Yeah.
Typically, this is a good stage for Daisy, so
yeah.
I'm impressed with the decision to return to this stage.
Yeah, I mean, especially after last game too, like. It could be like good for a character, but sometimes I think like the player matchup is super important as well. But I mean, even after game 1 and seeing exactly what Kureisu is going to do in these scenarios, whether it's center stage, ledge trumping, off stage, just edge guarding, like he is oppressive.
Oh, absolutely.
He is definitely something not to take very lightly at all. In fact, Rune, I feel, is hard to approach in Kureisu in these games, yet the pick running it back on FD is a decision of all time, surely.
Certainly, and Rune has to get back to ledge if he wants to have a chance to even close out the stock. Was able to get some pretty decent amount of damage onto Kureisu. It doesn't look as though it's going to be the 3 stock that we saw the near 3 stock that we saw previously. But that up tilt not going to be able to connect with the shield from Rune, trying to look for that back air. Not going to be able to take the stock from this side of the stage, nor at this percentage.
Yeah.
But able to get us back to neutral. We do have center of the stage. That was a trade nearly connected, but ultimately working out in Kureisu's favor as he's able to try to maintain the stage control.
Yeah, we saw the blueprints for the last game's ledge trump back air. Well, not even unfortunately, this is great news for Rune. It didn't quite work out as intended. Nice up smash. Not quite going to take the stock, but you know, Kureisu's looking dangerous in this 150 range. And that up smash will take it. Nice reversal from Rune here. Taking it 1-1.
Absolutely. There's barely any extra credit either. So very crucial for Rune to be able to take the stock when he was, as now this gives him a fighting chance. Down smash not able to poke as Kureisu had hoped, and Rune now having him in a bit of a disadvantage.
Yeah, no, this is quite, you know, call me a naysayer the way I was talking about this match earlier, but it's going a bit well in Rune's favor now. It seems that he's quite adapted from the first game. He kind of gotten some lead, in fact, on Kureisu. Things aren't looking as oppressive. He knows some of his options. He knows what to avoid, and he's finding his own way in and out of these scenarios, hopefully getting some grabs, getting some up airs, and finding himself an up smash last stock too. Hopefully he can keep up the momentum and, you know, dodge, weave, bob, and find his attacks out of all of these options, you know.
That is absolutely what we are seeing. Rune now has his foot on the gas in the driver's seat. This is exactly what we want to see. Off stage, but still confident in his decision making. Kureisu in the disadvantage, the F smash coming out from Rune, who has finally found the stock advantage. Here we go. He is proving to us that this is his show and this is the game that he wants to take.
Hold the phone. Yeah, you never would have expected that F smash out of nowhere. Unfortunately, that is the same kind of stock killer that we saw last game coming from Kureisu. So hopefully he doesn't go too crazy again this game. It's looking very, very even for both of them. Hopefully Rune can take things back from what was the last game.
Yes, definitely wants to find solid ground on the air as quickly as possible. These down airs, however, from Kureisu, trying to work up some of this damage, get any of his combo starters, if at all possible. Rune, though, does not want to let this happen. Great down tilt trip from Daisy.
Yeah.
I love being able to see that. At any point that a character starts to approach you, you have this tool at the back of your mind.
Yes.
Exactly what you want to be able
The
to
neuron
do.
activation from Kureisu. Knowing that these options are in fact great on this stage, in this environment, in this match, right now. Unfortunately, that up smash is going to take this game too.
All right, up smash from Rune, going to be taking game number 2 and stealing that 2-0 away from Kureisu.
Yeah.
Definitely telling him you have to work. And the princess herself.
Yes!
The princess has joined us.
Hello!
She's here to cheer on. I wonder if she's
supporting the
cheering
girlies, bro.
Kureisu.
Probably, bro. Supporting the girlies. Hold up. No, definitely some adaptation from Rune in that game. Definitely. I mean, not only did we see him take the game, but things were even. He had a lead in some of the stocks too. He was doing very, very well. Got the download in progress. Maybe not complete because the set's still going. But, you know, who knows? Maybe we're not going to go on FD again. Maybe counter potential of the stage.
Yeah, I mean, I think now with the different winner being picked, I would really be interested to see what is the next stage choice, because I know that that is going to play a role into, I think more than anything else, the mentality behind going into this game 3. Because, you know, when you're in your winners round 1, you just want to get that over with as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
You want to get out of pools, and this is the hard. Like, this is a hard-fought battle. You really don't want to be expending all this energy so early from the get-go.
Now let's see where we are. Hello.
Smack. Yeah, okay. Instead, we are going to be getting ourselves on this side of the stage. Now, we have a pretty quick advantage coming out already for Kureisu, trying to lead us back to where we were before. No more dot eyes on the line. However, Rune going to be staying to this ground as much as possible. Definitely doesn't want to give Kureisu an inch of an opening.
Yeah, definitely. Rune seems to be taking it not super badly though, cracking out some quick damage here and there with bombs. The splatter shot. Hopefully, you know, things are very, very even right now, but with these, oh, hold the phone. Oh, never mind. With these platforms, Kureisu definitely has a lot of opportunities to jump and dance around and just guard the extra platforms around. So hopefully Rune isn't too oppressed by these options like he was in previous games, previous scenarios.
That does seem to be what we are seeing. And, you know, a stage like Town and City actually gives them a lot of advantage, a lot of room to work with.
Yeah.
The issue with Town and City are going to be the sides of the stage. That is where you can fall short, and that's definitely where you want to be looking for those kill options. If you don't have a lot of that space, that is going to be something that plays into the stage pick here. Oh, no up smash today for Rune, but still going to be looking for that stock as much as possible. Not able to get any kills off the side of the stage. Back air too soon to kill from that side.
Yeah, both of them are in really dangerous spots. That F smash is going to steal that first stock for Rune though. Nice roller into the F smash. However, he now has to watch his back. He is still, okay, well, now he doesn't need to watch his back because they are even Stevens taking on this second stock this last game.
Definitely where we want to be. Kureisu having the stage advantage, getting the toad with the grab, and now searching for anything on this side of the stage. Rune having the... Oh, I thought we were going to be seeing a back air reversal, but instead, we are coming back to the center of the stage. No pink roller just yet.
Yeah, no, with this game being worth all of the marbles, it's not really a surprise that Rune is definitely being a bit aggressive in these interactions in this game plan. And it seems to be working out in his favor quite a little bit. Right now, he may need to dial it back just a bit with that 99% tag on his back. But hopefully, he can keep finding these small pockets of damage just enough to get Kureisu on his tippy toes here.
Kureisu having the stage advantage and going really high for that recovery, perhaps to his deficit, but Rune hasn't lost the stock just yet. Near full rage and doesn't even need to get to it that fair from Kureisu, going to be cleaning things right up, bringing Rune down to his final stock of the game.
Yeah. Things are looking in Kureisu's favor right now, but the game's not quite over just yet. These options are on stage in Kureisu's favor, still just maintaining this area of effect with his back airs, with the turnips. Nice back airs just in order to get him back into center stage from Rune, though. And narrowly dodging that F smash. Let's go.
I appreciate the choice of an F smash from Kureisu, but Rune definitely doesn't want to be losing his stock quite yet.
Yes.
If Kureisu can maintain some of the stage advantage, which doesn't seem to be able to land very well, finally getting this ledge trap, and Rune still struggling to recover. There go the platforms, and now has nowhere with which to retreat. Still having that bomb, which could be really big for Rune, as he is looking to seal out this game as quickly as possible. Still, that it does, you do have to bear credence to the fact that Kureisu has an extra stock to work with that Rune does not have.
Yeah, this is a very dangerous game for Rune. Kureisu could very well just, you know, keep it slow and keep things. Oh my goodness.
Really looking for that stock as much as possible. It is going to be the big disjoint from the up air. Unfortunately for Rune, Kureisu is going to be the one to come out on top this set.
With the princess clapping in the back, she is pleased with the results.
I wonder how it feels to have your maybe one of the characters from your game
to have your squad with you.
Great set. Going to be bringing us to this side of winners round 1. And
wait. No, they didn't talk afterwards. Man. Oh. Ooh. Yeah, no, they probably are friends. There's this group that always comes to Japanese tournaments, whether it's Kagaribi or Delta or Sabugeki or whatever. But I mean, there's always people that come in cosplay or that come in like separate costumes. Like I think the last Kagaribi, there was some dude in like a Chikawa costume that was like jumping for joy at Grants. But there's also, there's this one dude in a Captain Falcon cosplay that I see every single tournament, and like, I don't know his name. I don't think I've ever really talked to him either outside of, yo, can I get a picture? But it's just so iconic. I really do love that about these tournaments, that there's always going to be somebody to turn up in like some kind of cosplay, and it never looks bad. I mean, obviously, it'll never look bad, but it looks nice, you know?
Yeah, I love that there are so many people who are here and who treat it as more than a tournament. It's a convention. It's a place where you can share your interests with other people.
Yeah.
But getting this up to screen, we have Higa-chan and Fern just getting ourselves set up, getting ready, and setting ourselves in the right frame of mind to
in the right mindset.
Hopefully destroy their mutual competition. We'll see.
Making sure everything is on point. This tournament is held in Japan, Sitaba.
Yeah, if anyone was wondering, we are not remote casters. There's no remote commentary for this. All of us came to Japan because we wanted to be at Kagaribi.
Hashtag love of the game.
In it for the game, for the love of the game.
Yeah. I mean, there's always so many foreign talent that comes to Kagaribi, that comes to these tournaments. And it is always really interesting to see where exactly that talent is divided too, because you would think it's just players that come, but there's a lot. There are a lot of foreign casters, foreign entire stream setups. If I'm not mistaken, there's an entire like French stream setup that always makes their way out to tournaments.
Yeah, that's right. There's Naitoru, and then on the other side of the stage, all the way from the tri-state area, we have House of 3000 Gaming.
Oh, dude, awesome.
unironically, I being from the United States,
Right.
I live near that area where House of 3000 is based.
Yeah.
The only time I've previously worked with them was when I was stage manager for them at LFBM. I have never once been a caster for them until today.
Really?
All the way in Chiba, of all places.
Big ups, man. I mean, this community really, really is, I want to say, obviously it's diverse because, I mean, look at everybody in this room. But it is also, like, such a huge thing about, like, being in this community really does take you random places that it's fun the entire way, you know? If I'm not mistaken, last Kagaribi 2, we had a lot of people from, like, the Bay Area, San Francisco. Snorlax, I think, was this dude's name. But he was such a chill dude, bro. And he hopped on comms, and then we just got to talking after the bracket. And after the tournament, he's like, yo, this is my job for real. I'm like, dude, that's awesome. This is tough.
This is silly to say, but I'm actually going to school for broadcast right now.
Dude, that's sick. No, that's not silly at all, bro. Big ups. Getting into this game, however, we have the Inferno Captain Falcon and Higa-chan Ganondorf. We're just starting off with a button check first, though. But just making sure they all work.
Yeah, getting us
Inferno
all
Kai
set
player.
up.
Does he play Guilty Gear? Someone in chat says Fern the Kai player. Are they talking about Kai Kisk? Hold the phone. That would be sick. That would be sick. I do love me Guilty Gear. But I do not know.
Yeah, it looks as though they're warming. It looks as though they're doing the button check for the characters that they're about to play. So I wouldn't expect them to just whip someone else out. Just like,
yeah.
you know, to say, oh, Captain Falcon, but actually, I mean, Meta Knight.
Where is Kai Kisk on the character select screen? Hold up.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. Dude, that would be sick if it is the same guy. I'm not sure. I don't follow too many of the Strive players personally, or not to say personally, but I don't follow many of the Strive players outside of Daru, you know. So if it is the same guy, that'd be sick. There is Evo really, really close to Odaiba actually for Guilty Gear and a bunch of other fighting games like Street Fighter, KOF. So who knows? Maybe he wrapped up his games there and just kind of migrated on here. Ooh,
all right.
Fern Gambari. Let's
Getting
go.
us started for real.
Nice,
We've got
nice.
Higa-chan getting the stage advantage.
Oh my
and
god.
forcing Fern to recover high. Now looking to find his center of gravity once again at this Pokeball. But Higa-chan has so much to offer and already getting a pretty good amount of damage. That rapid jab from Fern going to be trying to re-establish a bit of a spacing, but you really want to be so careful against Higa-chan at ledge. That Ganondorf
Oh my God.
is going to be getting the reversal instead.
Dude.
Fern got a little too overzealous there, thinking that it was going to be his stock to take. No,
my
not
God.
enough to take it either. But if Higa-chan can he's
good.
Yeah.
Insane, you know, very, very aggressive options from both of them. Higa-chan just dishing out food, dishing out attacks left and right, Fern eating them for breakfast, and just chewing it up and spitting it back out, taking that first stock really, really fast from both of them. That's, oh my god.
Oh.
And we've done it again. Higa-chan taking that second stock, getting a nice down air into the grab. Unfortunately, that dash does not connect, but you know, we got many other opportunities just to do 1,000,000%. We are Ganondorf. This is true. This is factual. Oh. Could have been a dangerous position for Higa-chan with that down air coming from Inferno, but unfortunately it just did not come.
Yeah, especially what he really needs to be careful of when you have a recovery like Ganondorf's, you need to be really, really looking for that Raptor boost off stage. That would really be the kiss of death for him. Higa-chan, as I was saying, on off stage, you also have to be looking for Fern.
Oh my god.
But what a powerful move. A two-stock from Higa-chan going to be closing out a barely 2-minute game one.
This Ganon was cooking, you're right. The second best Ganon worldwide. I will trust that statement. I do not know any better, but I just saw pure sauce all over the screen, so. Good as gold. Definitely an impressive game from both of them. I mean, like, similar enough kits, you know, but, you know, Captain Falcon being a bit faster, having a lot more combo potential out of these dash attacks, these grab potentials, something we didn't see too much in the last game because Higa-chan was just so dominant, dishing out damage and securing these stocks before Fern even had the chance to say hello. But who knows, maybe this game is going to be a little bit different.
It honestly felt as though Fern was not given any room for breathing. Higa-chan has just been so oppressive, not letting him get inside whatsoever. But when you have not able to find any sort of reversal just yet, but as you can see, that startup just a little too much. Fern going to be going for that rapid jab, trying to finish off Higa-chan where he stands. If he can only make it back to the ledge.
Nice rapid jab off the ledge. Just keeping Higa-chan at bay, keeping him off the stage. You cannot land here. Unfortunately, he managed to land there, and now it has been reversed in Higa-chan's favor.
Higa-chan now going to be looking to take the stock as quickly as he can from Fern, who does not want to give up so easily, having the speed of a lighter character, not able to land either, but coming right back to this ledge. That roll in just going to get read like a book by Higa-chan, taking the first blood of the game.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we can see instances in which Inferno tries to take it just a little bit slower, have some time to breathe, chew his food before, you know, swallowing it properly. But unfortunately, just any kind of opportunity that Higa-chan has to get a hit, it is devastating. It does so much. He is Ganondorf, he is heavy. It is very, very factual. Unfortunately, it just leads Higa-chan into these positions where he's just going to be looking for one opportunity that will do all of the work, you know?
Definitely. And as you can see here, Higa-chan just looking at ways to take any sort of, just what I said, the Raptor, the Raptor boost is going to be what takes that stock. As I had mentioned, Higa-chan has to be careful of those, but Fern doesn't seem to be able to find an ounce of respite. Higa-chan now chased to the other side of the stage. Oh, if Fern could only take a stock here, this could be really big for his momentum.
Oh! Unfortunately, he finds a way to roll into the F smash prepared by Higa-chan on a plate. This is looking dire for Fern. Hopefully he can lock in, go into beast mode, find the zone, you know, do anything he can, start... Oh my goodness.
Went really deep for that potential stock. Higa-chan, however, going to have Fern at his disposal. Not able to get off this ledge. Anything that you can do high is going to get caught by Higa-chan, who has her options snuffed out at every turn.
Yeah.
Fern now has to get off of this ledge once again. It is a constant Sisyphean battle.
Yes. It's so scary for Fern to recover. Higa-chan is such a menacing presence off the stage, off ledge. Unfortunately, he was just at such a high percent, you could not tech that. Just gets slammed into the bottom of the stage, ricocheting into the blast zone there. Taking that first game for Higa-chan.
What an excellent set that we had.
Yeah.
Higa-chan playing so aggressively. Yeah.
Oh my god.
You know, that that is the Calamity King himself.
Hashtag true. Am I mistaken? Was that not just one game though?
That was 2-0.
Oh my god!
Remember, that was a 2-minute first game.
Oh, my bad, bro.
No, they're all done. They curtains.
Damn.
Cleaned their hands of that set already.
Damn.
No, Higa-chan was very quick and efficient.
Oh my god, yes. It's it was a wrap. Damn. It was so quick. I didn't think it was more than one game. But no, that definitely was it was a set to watch. One of the sets of all time, for sure. Very, very lovely seeing Ganondorf in action. I feel like every time I see a Ganondorf, they just get kind of choked out or something. But for once, seeing such a menacing and dominating presence out of a Ganondorf is like, oh my god. I forget. This guy is actually strong as, really strong, you know?
I mean, it's really unfortunate that Ganondorf suffers from a lot of issues in Smash Ultimate, being a big character and a slow character.
Yeah.
You know, he doesn't move around very quickly, and a lot of his moves have such a big startup that, you know, as we saw earlier, there were several times that he tried to get a charged F smash, and then it would just get swapped out by the rapid jab from Fern.
That's why I like the Japanese scene sometimes. There's another heavy player. Well, I mean, there's heavy players everywhere, but it is always very, very rewarding and entertaining, really, seeing a heavy main just in their element, work in their magic, because you're right, they are very slow, and every single decision that they make needs to matter. It needs to count. So it's always so entertaining seeing a heavy player just absolutely cooking it up, chefing it up in the stew, as they say, when every single one of their moves is just leading into another plan, into another attack, you know? It's like, damn, you know?
But of course, we have yet another Captain Falcon representative coming to the stage. Karaage, number 53 as of these past year's rankings, versus Taishi, coming up to challenge him.
A little bit of a celebrity in the house today. Hello. Actually, there's kind of a lot of celebrities in the house, if you think about it. But you know, Captain Falcon versus Meta Knight. Like you said, when we literally first started the stream, is like there's a lot of Meta Knight players around here, actually.
There's also a lot of Captain Falcons.
Yeah.
This is not an uncommon secondary or even a main character for many people. Japan thinks that Captain Falcon is a very strong character, and as you can see by their meta relevancy, it does seem to be that this is a good pick for a lot of people. Yeah,
this is definitely one of the matches of all time that we've seen many a time here in Japan. And working his magic, that was very, very quick. Unfortunately, it just did not kill. We hit it up again. Hit that back air from Karaage, just taking that first stock. He was getting tossed around just a little bit. Only got 45%, and then he just turned it around and took that stock for himself.
This is a recent major winner, finally putting Captain Falcon on the map for ultimate major winners. Getting that rapid jab from this side of the stage. Now Taishi being forced to recover low in order to avoid anything that he can from Karaage. Oh, finally going to be getting some of these up airs. The up B, of course, not enough to take it from that level of the stage. Karaage now having a bit more damage on him. Going to try to make this as difficult as possible, though, for Taishi to get yet another ladder.
Ooh, close, but not quite. That F smash from Karaage, not quite taking the stock. We have gotten another opportunity to seize the day. Unfortunately, just not finding anything with that down air. I find it, the more and more games that we cash, and the more and more games that's just going to happen in general, it is a little bit distrusting to believe the results of the very first game, because like in that first stock where Karaage just kind of got tossed around a little bit and then took it all back in about 5 seconds, this game might just be the download game. We might just see Taishi take it all back in the next game after this, because Karaage is being an incredibly dominating presence here. Has not lost a single stock yet, but maybe this is all Taishi needs in order to download the game plan and understand what Karaage is going to do at a disadvantage, what he's going to do out of advantage like extension, on ledge, all of these options, just finding ways to work around it, you know?
Now, if you're wondering about this, I do think that we have to recall that these are only best of 3 games. If you lose an entire game,
that is a detriment. This is true.
You have to work twice as hard in order to come back. Karaage definitely doesn't want to give Taishi a chance to even try to download any of that game plan. You know, if he can't get off this ledge, he's not going to be able to take a stock.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right with that. Hashtag true. And a nice rush down into that double jump back air. Going to take that first game for Karaage. Just absolutely dominating presence in this game.
No stocks for Taishi. Unfortunately for him, Karaage just being so aggressive at every turn. Taishi was barely able to get off from any of the ledges, you know, all stocks taken. He got a single ladder combo and wasn't able to finish it out with a stock, unfortunately for him. Let's see if he spent any time downloading that game plan.
Hopefully, bro, hopefully. You know, a couple bumps and bruises for Karaage, but, you know, light work, no reaction. Getting into this second game with a nice little rapid jab off ledge, maintaining that center stage advantage, hopefully not finding any opportunities for Taishi to respond. Nice up air into dash attack, just racking up more percent. Ooh.
Yeah, looking at the center of the stage, keeping that stage control, and it is going to be the Falcon knee from Karaage to seal out that stock. Taishi now working from a deficit once again as he attempts to climb the mountain that is Karaage. Oh, wow, navigating around the twister from Taishi. Karaage now has this ledge control, the rapid jab from Taishi, going to be trying to bring himself back into the game, getting into his head, but Karaage not going to be too afraid. Undaunted in battle, that perfect parry, proving that he is thinking on his feet.
and thinking on his feet. He is doing for sure. Those feet are moving around 1,000,000 miles an hour, not leaving any breathing room for Taishi. Unfortunately for him, Taishi does find a great opportunity, not enough to kill, unfortunately, but great opportunity nonetheless to keep Karaage at bay for just a little bit and maintain his stage position. Trading it around, trying to find these options, Karaage will take the center stage and have it reversed once more.
Oh, Taishi looking to get a little bit aggressive there as he was finding that footstool. Trying to re-establish a bit of his spacing as well, but there it is. Yet another stock for Karaage. Taishi hoping to chip away at this damage, trying to get a stock himself. Finally, a stock on the board for Taishi. If you can take a stock, you can take a game. But Karaage does not want to let that happen, coming straight over the rapid jab in order to snuff out Taishi
That was
where he
nasty.
stands. It's about to be nasty.
It's about to get nasty. Yeah, he is definitely in his element here. I mean, Taishi is now finding some momentum. Definitely, you're absolutely right about that. If he can take a stock, he can take a game. It's all about how bad you want it. And he's finding more and more opportunities for these up airs. Unfortunately, finding himself an elbow in the face as well. And Karaage, as quick as he is, will run off and back air, taking out that second game.
Back air to close out both games for Karaage, proving why he is 53rd best in the world and one of the very best Falcons the world has to offer. The only Falcon to have won a major, by the way.
Insane, insane. And such a level of skill is surely demonstrated in our games. You know, such a quick rush down kind of option, one after the other, just giving Taishi no breathing space, no breathing room. The back airs were on point, the knees were on point, the options were insane. They were quick, they were effective, efficient, you know?
Definitely something that we want to see, you know, just a quick 2-0, just brush your hands off and say, all right, what's next?
Yeah, just light work, no reaction.
For Karaage to say, my hands are warm now, I can do it.
Warmed up, gegez, bro, gegez.
Coming back onto the stage, we have our next competitors getting set up. And it looks as though we are going to have some fierce competition to follow up our previous set. Getting us cued.
Hello,
TamaPDaifuku. Hello, and Murata.
This is a bit of a household name around here, TamaPDaifuku. Very rather consistent person at the tournaments around here. And Murata is another name, another household name that people are sure to recognize if they are familiar with these Japanese tournaments as well. TamaPDaifuku, yes. As evidenced by Twitch chat already. Hashtag household name, yo.
Household name indeed. Yes, we are following Japanese Smash Brothers tournaments.
Yes, we in the Big 26. All right, seeing that Murata Luigi and that TamaP Bayonetta, let's see if we can make some moves out here. And off to a quick start from TamaP's Bayonetta, racking up percentage on this Murata Luigi. Hold up.
Now, what's interesting about both of these characters is that they are known for their combo game. You get comboed into oblivion. You know, you get a Zair from Luigi in order to get a down air combo started. That is something that he wants. TamaPDaifuku, however, having gotten the upper hand, the ABK and the Witch Twist, he's going to be trying to keep this momentum going. Murata off stage already. We do have that reversal, and
that is going to be the first stock in TamaP's favor.
Directly into the blast zone. Murata, stock already gone. Now TamaPDaifuku already at a pretty decent percentage, and enough so that it would be difficult for him to get any of his combo starters. So Murata is basically playing from zero.
Yeah, just racking up percent with these side Bs, these up airs, all of these options coming from TamaP straight out the brain, straight out the noggin, racking up these damages, and hopefully securing a kill like we're about to see. Unfortunately not.
Not today just yet, but Murata does seem to be looking to find his solid ground. unfortunately not able to find his footing. Successfully recovering, TamaPDaifuku gonna get hit with the tail end of these Zairs. Is it going to be his stock to lose? But the witch time coming into play for TamaPDaifuku, finding the landing bit of that back air and closing out yet another stock of Murata's. Oh, he can't land. No.
No, the Twitch chat clowning on Murata, bro. Give him a chance, bro. Bro, it's saying the levels are mismatched here. But who are we to say? Maybe Murata has something hidden under his sleeve. Some secret trick in order to catch TamaP off guard here and secure himself a stock.
That is certainly what we hope, especially when you're down 2 entire stocks. Finally able to close out one for himself. Murata now has TamaPDaifuku down to 0%. What does that mean? It means he can get some of his combo starters with the Zairs.
Yes.
That is if he can get off of this ledge. TamaPDaifuku getting the
witch time.
Witch time slowing us down directly into the up smash. That is game number 1 with the solid 2 stock from TamaPDaifuku.
Yeah, no, insane witch time, drop down into the platform and just find himself immediate up smash to just secure that game. Murata unfortunately did eat that on the chin. Hopefully, this second game may not be so dominating in TamaP's favor, but you know, as Twitch chat is saying, you know, the meeting of all of the brilliant minds in Smash Bros, this may be a little bit difficult for Murata to pull off.
It is something that he will have to really work towards, you know, as another character who has a touch you and you die factor.
Yes.
The one that TamaPDaifuku has, it is up to him to get all of those starts. You know, going straight to that
touch me
side
and you die.
of the stage. This is an unfortunate stage pick, I have to say, because PS2 has, this, as I had mentioned previously, the lowest ceilings of any starting stage. The sides are not that ample either.
Yeah.
So this is going to be a difficult battle for Murata.
Yeah, and for a character that just escorts you to the blast zone, it truly is a dangerous place to be. Another witch time finding itself off of 0%, not quite anything, you know, noteworthy to come of it other than some percentage here and there. But you know, light work, no reaction. We do this all the time around here. Rack up percentage here and there, find some side Bs. Murata now has TamaP off stage. Hopefully he can keep this momentum. I mean, TamaP is at 100%. Hopefully we find, you know, something crazy, something awesome.
Oh,
he has found a down smash from TamaPDaifuku.
Down smash didn't entirely connect, but that is going to be the end of the set. You know, TamaPDaifuku 2-0 right now over Murata, and it says best of 3 format, but I imagine we're going to game 5. So, or game number 3 rather, sorry. But that was barely a minute long.
Yeah.
If we're being entirely honest, there was a lot less energy expended in that second game than there was in the first one.
Yeah. I mean, TamaP is in his element, he is in his zone. He is not quite going for the same escorting to the blast zone as he was last game. He will find himself another down smash off ledge just like the other game though.
That is exactly what we are seeing. TamaPDaifuku now having these up airs into the Witch Twist and the ABK. Murata not able to find any solace on the ground either as he is retreating to this upper platform. Now TamaPDaifuku proving to be so aggressive with his witch times.
Yeah.
Murata though, look, as we were saying, he is finally finding some of his combo starters, not able to get anything off of it. However, TamaPDaifuku proving that this is his set to win as he waited for the end of that cyclone in order to follow with that aggressive up smash. Great stop.
Brilliant parry into that smash attack. Gonna take that stock for TamaPDaifuku in the house, yo. He will keep up his momentum and find himself these streams to gather more percent. Are we going to escort him off stage again? Not quite yet, but we will find it now. He didn't even need that last stock. And the expression from Murata says it all.
That would have been a 3 stock if it had not been for that stock at the very end. TamaPDaifuku proving through his prowess, his brilliance, and his predator instinct, dare I say, that this was his set to win. Murata barely had any combo starters that he was able to get.
Yeah.
And we saw a little bit of that fighting spirit at the very end, although it felt almost as if he had lost his way, lost all of his options going into that.
Yeah, it's not over till it's over. However, you know, sometimes these games are just so dominating, and we've seen that in these last couple of sets too. I mean, TamaP against Murata here, the entire set, TamaP after TamaP after TamaP, it's just been domination after domination, no breathing room. You are getting personally escorted off the stage. But even in games before then, it's like, you're absolutely right. You can't afford to just lose one game in order for a download off of a best of 3. But sometimes we just see that level of just, I'm using this word too much, bro. Domination, bro. I need to find another word.
All right, well, if we want to talk about dominance, who do we have coming up to the stage other than Asimo on the right?
Hello.
Number 18 in the world. We are moving up in the rankings. So we
Mr.
have
Ryu.
Kango going to be his opponent for this side of winner's quarters.
Hello. That's Mr. Ryu. Mr. Ryu, as they call him, Asimo. Brilliant player, very, very prominent in these Kagaribi top results. And yeah, absolutely right. Fighting against Kengo here. Who will we see?
Right, it seems to be that we are getting started very shortly. I really love when I see players who wear multiple hats. Kingle being a staff member here is just amazing that you're able to dedicate so much of your time to helping run an event and also being able to compete in it.
Yeah, it really is the love of the game, just like my friends here at VGBC as well, participating in brackets. Shout out Raflow, shout out Noah SSBU. However, it's time to shout out Asimo and Kengo because we're getting into their game here. Very quick stock.
Quick stock there from Asimo as we saw the rocket barrel boost already gone and deleted. Kango now trying to find what he can from this side of the stage. But the shock netsu from Asimo proving to be so efficient at just stalling out Kango as much as possible, able to recover but not for long as he's forced to recover high. Asimo trying to set up any of his combos, that Shakunetsu proving to be deadly.
Yeah, but hey, it's not over just yet. Even though Kengo lost his first stock in an unfortunate way, he still finds his way to recover under the stage. He's still keeping Asimo at bay. He's finding himself some percentage in the meantime. And you're absolutely right, Asimo does have these projectiles that will keep Kengo at bay, but it's just a matter of who can find their way into the other's game plans first and just do that bit of damage that will find some kind of connection here.
That is absolutely the name of the game. We do see that monkey flip coming online for Kango as the focus from Asimo is out and online. Shakunetsu not going to be catching Kango from this side of the stage, but it certainly limits his options. Banana in hand as Kango is looking to be the aggressor of this set. Asimo, however, going to be retreating to this other side of the stage as he now needs to fight through the Diddy Kong in order to take whatever stock he can. Banana gone, Banana offline. Kango being forced to recover, and unfortunately for him, Asimo going to be taking yet another stock and not allowing him to return to the stage.
Yes, with so many fans in the chat for both of these people, it is hard to really see, you know, Kango get, unfortunately, doing so, dare I say it, finding an opportunity here, but not finding many opportunities other places. He will find damage, he will find strings here and there, but he unfortunately will also find very, very hard-hitting moves from Asimo, doing great opportunities, doing great jobs at finding these damage. He will find himself killed, sealing out the first game for Asimo here.
That focus attack going to be sealing out the first game. Kango managing to take the stock with that up smash that we saw previously, but unfortunately for him, he had the banana in hand for a lot of that. He had a lot of his arsenal and all of the things that a character like Diddy Kong needs, but Ashimo's just so efficient at stalling him out with the Shakunetsu, with the Hadoken, and then being able to follow that up with the Tatsumaki, being able to get him off stage. We saw the Shoryuken as well, being able to take some of his stocks away, and so quickly and efficiently that Kango was left with no other options.
Yeah, hopefully in game 2 we'll see maybe a bit of a reversal of these these motions here. Maybe we can see Kengo go on the offensive, see Kengo have maybe a bit of a lead to him, but it's going to start off on Final Destination, a bit of a departure from last game's location. But you know, who knows whose favor it may be in for this set.
I was half expecting to see the banana burned by the Shakunetsu, but they didn't actually cancel each other out. Asimo definitely looking to be canceling out this stock from Kengo if he can't get him off of this side of the ledge. To catch that dash attack where he did, that was a wonderful read from Asimo. Kengo unfortunately not getting the spacing and losing his stock as a result.
Potentially dangerous position there with Ashimo's focus attack, not unfortunately, but just finding that it's cancelled and going into the next game plan, just adapting to Kengo's moves and adapting to Kengo's game plan here.
As we see, he does have stage advantage at the moment. Kengo not going to be allowed to land though. The Hadoken coming out in spades for Asimo as Kengo is feeling the pressure. The banana is gone now from Kengo as Asimo is looking for the C-drop placement, something that will set him up exactly where he wants to take the stock.
Yeah.
Now,
we've seen this from Asimo many times now in this set. Actually, a brilliant sniper rifle on lock. But we've seen this from Asimo now a couple times in this set, where he will anticipate Kengo's movements, anticipate the monkey flip, anticipate dash attack, dash back, and find himself with a smash attack ready for Kengo. And unfortunately, it's just working out so much in his favor that Kengo is now down 2 stocks. Asimo is at 140. He is in a dangerous percentage for Kengo to find some kind of option to take that stock, but he needs to find that opening. He needs to find that opportunity. And if Asimo is going to have this dash back option on lock, who knows what Kengo is going to have to adapt to.
As we see ourselves returning to this side of the center of this final destination, Asimo looking to make this the final destination for Kengo. On this side of bracket, Shirayuki, the strong hit coming out in order to take yet another game for Asimo.
That now makes game 2 for Asimo. Yes, yes indeed. Now the next one is potentially for all the marbles for Asimo if he can clear this out. But who knows, with so many people rooting for his success, Kengo needs to lock in.
Kengo is starting to feel the pressure. You are down 2 games. You've barely been able to get a stock between each of them. You know, you're on this side of the winner's quarters in order to make it out of pools. What do you do now?
I think he may just have to go beast mode, potentially.
He might have an answer, as we do see the focus coming out preemptively from Asimo as he is looking to get settled back onto his win streak. Rocket barrel boost coming out from Kengo as he is cooking, dare I say. Got Asimo in the pan, ready to make some stir fry.
Yes. Nice banana from Kengo initially, but unfortunately it just gets reversed into Ashimo's favor, finding options off of these roll back into the Hadouken. He will find himself a stock in this, Asimo taking that first one. But you know, Kengo's still got a bit of a percentage lead right now. Hopefully he can extend it and take that stock off of Asimo and make this game a little bit more in his favor unlike the previous 2.
The issue with not taking the stock is that now what it does is it gives Asimo extra rage, and that is going to be something that factors so much into a lot of his combo starters. And Kengo needs to be very aware of that, and it would be to his benefit to take the stock away as quickly as possible. Did you see the way that he was able to crouch in order to avoid the Shakunetsu from Asimo, who is now trying to recover to the side of the stage when Kengo has the banana in hand? You know that you need to be careful. Coming around and searching for whatever he can straight into the Shakunetsu. What a beautiful follow-through from Asimo, but Kengo still looking to maintain his stage advantage however possible.
Nice back air is going to find that stock for Kengo. Finally, things may be going into his favor just a little bit. Don't let me speak too soon. He is at 100% and in a dangerous position. He managed to detect that. Nice departure from previous games. As we remember from game 1, he got slammed into the bottom of the stage and just couldn't find his way back up because he was too high of a percent. Things are different now. We are holding the phone in Kengo's favor. Unfortunate he doesn't find his way back on the stage, but things are even. Stevens hold up. One stock apiece. This might be Kengo's game.
Neither of them have any extra damage to play around with whatsoever. These Shakunetsus coming out from Asimo as he is working to maintain his stage control as he has done in previous games. Kango, however, unable to make it back until he is able to utilize the rocket barrel boost. From the center of the stage, you have the peanut popcorn and the bananas in hand, but the Shakunetsu just proving to be so strong from Asimo as he is looking to reestablish, but caught him slipping, not able to get anything off of it, as Asimo is the one to close out game number 3 over Kango in a hard-fought final game.
Yeah, that was such a great end to this set here. Kengo definitely had some momentum. He was working towards that first game, and he almost took it. It was certainly not playtime in that last stock. It was 1-1, one stock apiece, you know?
I love seeing Jahzzo coming to cheer
yes.
for Asimo as another, as two Shoto representatives, respectfully. It's beautiful to see that they have that rapport
that community
and
here.
that community with each other. We are going to be getting started to go into yet another set very quickly, but yeah, we have a couple more amazing casters coming up to stage. But I've been Pearl and Kanye Beast. Do you have any parting words of wisdom?
Not particularly. I mean, I just had fun commentating the games. I had fun watching the talent. I had fun watching the brilliant minds in Twitch chat. I'm happy to be here. Yeah. Is it time to switch over then? Fair enough. Well, whenever the next casters are ready.
It has been excellent, but we are going to be signing off now. You have 2 more casters coming up to stage. So stick around, don't go anywhere, and you will be seeing more of Kanye Beast and I tomorrow. So be sure to tune in. If you are all the way in the United States, I pray for your sleep schedule.
Yeah.
But if you're tuning in from somewhere nearby, then I thank you all so much for coming to watch, and stick around. We'll be right back.
Hashtag true. Get this man a true.
Hello everyone, we are the other way around, I just realized, but it's all good. I'm Sean. Usually, whenever we end up here in one of these Kagaribis, we have kind of like the familiar Asian faces of Tobu, Rotten Lunch, and the likes that usually commentate at this Kagaribi. But today we have a very special guest when it comes to commentary. We have my dear friend Rod here. Hello, how are you doing?
I'm doing great, man. I'm muscling through it, eating a lot of good food, seeing a lot of cool stuff. Went to the Pokemon Center earlier today and spent a little bit too much money, but I didn't come here not to spend money. I came here to have a good time, and you guys have created a very hospitable experience for us. I'm slamming. I'm not going to put the coffee on stream because I'm not going to sponsor it, but I'm slamming some nice iced coffee right now, trying to keep my energy up.
Lovely.
So I think I'm winning the battle versus jet lag, but I'll tell you what's really going to keep me up, that's going to be the energy from these matches, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So currently, we are in the second half of Wave B. This is going to be the final block, pretty much, the final couple hours, I want to say hour and a half maybe, of games that we're going to have ahead of us. We're getting into that region of winners finals and pools. So we got mostly BO5. It's going to be a lot of hot and exciting sets. Some of them will probably be against players that are quite closely seeded against each other. So you don't know what's going to happen here. No. And we have 2 players in front of us already. I recognize one of them, Meido. Is one of the best Zero Suit Samus players in this country.
Absolutely.
All the way from Kansai. Don't recognize Excel. I saw them pick Sonic. before in this. Yeah, it clearly happens to be Sonic here, but yeah, let's get into this, man. I'm excited. I'm excited.
I'm super excited as well, man. I think one of the greatest parts about these super major events, but especially Kagaribi in specific, is that you get to become more familiarized with player character combinations that you just aren't used to. So
for sure,
let's see what these two are going to teach us right now. ZSS, of course, do what ZSS is supposed to do: double nair right into the up smash. Again, nothing out of the ordinary there. She's really going to try to lean into her length, how long she has to get a hold of Sonic. Not to say she's a slow lady.
Oh, no,
but
definitely not.
Little outclassed in the speed department by Sonic.
Definitely got that agility, though. I'd say, obviously, when it comes to this matchup, a lot of people talk about how Japan is like the land of character specialists and stuff, but I'm sure, NA, we're very familiar with these two characters right here.
Oh, no doubt about that. I mean, you can commentate some of these characters in your sleep by this point, you know what I mean? No doubt about it. But let's see. I think these two can definitely show something maybe a little new here. Again, nice quick frame, one jab. Nothing out of the ordinary there. That nair, pretty safe on shield, all things considered. Slow on the startup, but very, very safe.
For sure. So far, Mado with a good start. Already 150% racked up. Looking incredibly good. XL with a little breakaway and disadvantage, but doesn't really capitalize off of it too much, as you might expect. ZSS has a very good disadvantage state. That back end not going to kill. Still doing pretty good here. Mado just needs to find that one final hit. Good tech.
Yeah, really struggling right now. Sonic can be very elusive off stage and really at all points in the match. But, of course, run as you may, I will catch you. Great down smash right there. And, of course, ZSS, kind of a trap and setup based sort of character. Sometimes she has to let the damage come to her, so great stuff right there on that down smash.
Yeah, and it's working very well. I mean, the whole time it looked like Mado's been playing the chase game, but oh, he's chasing. He's hunting him down.
Oh, it's cat and mouse, man.
Yeah. Practically lapping him in percent right now. Mado is on an absolute roll. Ooh.
My goodness.
Damn, okay, I was gonna start complaining if that killed.
Dude, I'm telling you, man. There was a time where this character could have did that to you in the last game, but she's a little bit more normalized right now. Nothing normal about that read there. Big stuff. Even bigger play with that back air, and the biggest blow comes from that side B. Great stuff. 3 stocks to 1 now, and Mado has only taken 37%. What on earth is going on? It doesn't even look like XL's done too much of a bad job. Like, he's looking all right in neutral. It's just Mado's managed to capitalize off of every single hit, every blow. Oh! Yeah, I'm going to need XL to really live up to the tag right now and excel towards some damage, possibly a stock here, because this is anything but good. Nice. Nice little string of advantage there, but Mado breaks away. That up B. Is that going to be an... Okay. Crazy how the one with less damage was like, is that going to kill? Let's check that DI again. I know you did not DI it. Yeah. Oh, Toon, he was 100. That DI is definitely under investigation right there. For sure. That is not back multiplier DI, but listen. Good start for Mado, regardless. XL, come on. Got a whole BO5 ahead of us, so can definitely readjust mentally. 100%, and we are adjusting out of the best of 3 into best of 5, right? So a little bit more longevity out of these matches, for sure. Okay. Well, that's what it's all about here, friends. Adaptation is key, and I think, with 2 characters like this, they do a good job of just kind of controlling the pace, which is more important than anything else right now. Oh, quick up throw. No follow-up. I got to say, one thing I've grown to know, I almost said grown to love because I don't love it. But one thing I've grown to know about Sonic is that these early percent conversions, you really can't miss those. You have to make sure you get those versus a character like ZSS. You start whiffing a lot of that, you're going to be in some trouble. Yeah, I'd say, obviously, Sonic's strength is obviously mainly in agility, but you need the firepower, and some of the best Sonics in the world basically capitalize off of every hit to the absolute maximum. And when you're not able to do that, when you're dropping combos, that's when your Sonic gameplay starts to feel maybe just a little lackluster. So XL. Having said that though, certainly keeping up in this game a lot more. 82% racked up on Mado, but that back air hurts. Damn, killed from center stage. I tell you, Power Suit Samus, Zero Suit Samus, Dark Samus, it doesn't matter. When backer comes to play, you better stay away. Clean stuff right there. And yeah, I would like to see a little bit more of this, I think, from Sonic. I would like to see more of like just the offstage harassment on ZSS, that 4-frame spring, just constantly resetting her until she can't come back safely. Of course, a task much easier said than done right now. A little bit of damage being racked up by Mado here, but XL so far hasn't really let this lead that Mado has go too far. And hang on a second.
managing to find the kill. Now we're back in an even game.
Let's go ahead and do it. Yeah, I mean, 2 very fresh stocks, all things considered. But let's see what this 5-frame forwarder has to say about it. I'd like to see a little bit more of that chaining along. We didn't quite see that in game number 1, but Sonic is a character that can turn 1 hit into many hits right here, but Excel, oh my goodness, struggling off stage. Mido finding the final hit almost.
Yeah, I mean, 2 dead flip kicks. Thankfully, neither of them ended up in spikes, so we're not looking that bad right now. Hold on, that's a quick little combo. Unfortunately, only a sour spot with the back air. Okay, back in an even game.
I'm loving these running F tilts. You know, ZSS, outside of that standing jab, you know, not the quickest lady in the world, all things considered. So really leaning into a lot of these running tilts. Just trying to keep it fresh here. Nothing off the up smash.
For sure. Excel doing an incredible job of catching up. I like that idea, trying to force a defensive option out of Excel with that down smash, maybe trying to catch like an air dodge or something, but Excel's playing a lot more patiently here in disadvantage, not throwing out random air dodges, not looking scared is the main point, but sometimes you're going to need to throw out those defensive options, because if you get caught lacking like that.
Yeah, I mean, on the topic of just not being afraid, I mean, just fearless off stage with ZSS. You know, offensive, and I'd like to say defensive as well, but we just haven't seen a lot of opportunities for, you know, edge guarding here versus ZSS. Excel just a little quiet in that rodeo, but doing a better job up until that very point. Yes, the flip kick gives, and it definitely takes. And in that case right there, took that final stock.
Yeah, we know about that one. We know about that combo here.
Oh, yeah. I've been on the receiving end of plenty of those.
Yeah, unfortunately, getting caught in the wrong position, and sometimes that's just going to be your stock done. I mean, Excel was certainly looking like he was holding his own in that game too, definitely adapting a little more to the fierce way that MkLeo likes to play ZSS, but you know, sometimes you're just going to have to take down the chin. Don't get too mad about it. Move on to the next game. It's a BO5. You're 2-0 down, but listen, you're not out.
You're not out. I mean, we have seen, you know, reverses a plethora of times, I think, in this community. This could definitely be that moment to shine or here for Excel. Let's see how it goes. Potential final game. Nice immediate nair right into up smash. Nothing out of the ordinary here. I got to give it to Mido. You know, just having that ability to set the tone early. I'm going to be the aggressor. You know, I'm not going to let you be proactive. I'm going to let you be reactive here. You're just going to answer back to everything I do.
Yeah, I think when you're 2-0 ahead, and obviously you saw Excel kind of slightly adapt more in that game too. Ooh, that was scary. You got to keep things on full throttle. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You can't stop. You got to keep overwhelming your opponent, especially when you're a character like ZSS against a character like Sonic.
I agree. I mean, she almost kind of reminds me of, if you ever played Tekken, remember like Eddie Gordo? Like half the part of being afraid of him is just the movement. And then once he starts hitting you, like, near some trouble. But just the moving is enough at times to make opponents kind of shake. So the empty jumps in place, you know what I'm saying, the short hops, it's like, it kind of just gets into your mind.
Surprised that Excel didn't get hit by that down smash there. We see a little more passive gameplay going on. Mido's starting to cut. We do not do those air dodges in this country.
I'm telling you, man, it's that movement. Sometimes the best move is to not make a move at all. She could have easily attacked there, but decided just to let the damage come to them. And that's just one of the coolest parts about ZSS. She just sets up traps so well. Okay, quick up smash. Of course, you can hang out from above. And chasing them down now that you have the lead. A little bit of a tone shift.
Yeah, we can slowly start to see Mido getting more and more comfortable with this lead as it goes along. That could have been a good edge guarding opportunity, but nice set. Hold on.
No.
I love that option after the Zeb, but unfortunately it doesn't convert into anything. I know. That sucks. Well, it is what it is.
And that's just the ZSS classic. That up B is for show. It's all about the tether for her, really.
Yeah. A little unfortunate air dodge coming out, which leads to the demise of Mido's first stock, but not looking too bad. Tried to go for a
we got to punish these.
A little bit of a scramble situation, regardless. Yeah. Jabbing, getting Excel off stage. That forward air one connecting. Second one doesn't work out. Excel still looking a little panicky at the moment. Yep.
Yeah, just kind of scrambling here just to find some sort of damage, but I do appreciate the attempt, almost running into another down smash. Dash hack, of course, bringing it back to your front door. And quick frame one jab here on Mido.
Nice. Looking good, aligning himself with those forward airs. Oh, that could have been a really good punish opportunity. Slightly misspaced the back air. Excel might be able to... Oh, that's just going to do the job. Okay.
Coast to coast there.
Fair enough. Where? What? Ooh, okay. We're doing the go on the battlefield challenge. What's going on?
Not very many characters in the game can do that. I think these two, they make it look easy, especially ZSS. Nice. Love that short hop back there, just punishing that dash grab with. And yeah, you just can't sometimes ignore how important the less is more sort of mentality is. It's not about the big hits with ZSS. It's about those small hits that equal into those bigger hits. Uh-oh, air dodge?
Bro, the way that he avoided that forward air was crazy. That is crazy. Disadvantaged state coming out from Mado. Excellent recovery, and just goes to show how in control that he's been throughout the course of this set, which might be over very soon unless MkLeo has something to say about it.
Okay, well, let's see. Playing very safe here. That should not be enough. That's going to be enough. I just don't get when that move is supposed to do that. I just have never, like, the minute they switched her up B from Brawl to Smash Brawl, like, I don't understand how this thing kills. I mean,
I didn't want to talk about the DI too much the first time.
Yeah.
But hold on. I mean, that just caught me off guard a little bit. That's all I'm going to say.
It did.
Otherwise, listen, that was good stuff from Mado. Probably seeded to beat MkLeo, and does so in pretty stylish fashion.
Oh, 100%.
I must say. That was a very good display of top-level ZSS in Japan. You don't really see it too often. There's quite a few ZSSs out there, obviously not on the level of, like, Mars, but, you know, we have our ZSS players.
We do.
Yeah.
No doubt about it. And I feel like, you know, the fact that that character exists at the level that it does exist here just gives you all the practice you need. And, you know, on the topic of bringing the fire, I think ZSS brings the flash and the fire. And not because I think the character's trying to style on you, but you know, you have to move like that to get stocks taken. Yes. You know, you have to do the empty jumps. You have to read the air dodges. You know, you have to go for the triple back airs off stage. You got to, sometimes you even have to go all the way out to the magnifying glass just to get the Zaire KO. I mean, you have to really use every part of her toolkit to get it done. And, you know, great stuff right there to Mido. Also, valiant effort right there to MkLeo. I'd imagine we'll see a little bit more of them possibly on the loser side of bracket, which is becoming increasingly more stacked as we move along.
That is something that we should mention. The fact that, you know, we're getting a lot of winner's side qualifiers over here on stream. Yeah. Every single game, the winner will obviously progress through winners into the next day, but the losers will also be playing tomorrow. They just get sent to losers.
Yep.
They don't have to play any more games.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, big shout out, of course, to the production and the TMing staff for making this easy for us. And, of course, on the topic of winners, here's the one that definitely knows a thing or two about winning a bracket. Oh, yeah. You know what I'm saying? We got the best Wario in the world, Glutonny, getting ready to jump onto the big stage and do their thing. Now, this is a player here that is known for also other characters outside of the Wario. I've seen the Sora, and it's very, very well polished, but I'd imagine the tournament this stacked, it's the Wario show.
Yeah, most likely Wario. You see Gluto playing Link every now and then, here and there.
Oh, I forgot about the Link, yes.
Yeah. I feel like I saw a tweet a few months ago of Gluto being like, yeah, it was fun, but I'm done with Link.
No.
I don't know how legitimate that is, regardless.
Okay. I'm going to say something kind of controversial. I feel like people don't scrap enough with Link. I play Link, and I don't know if I'm in any position to give any top player advice that plays Link out there. But, bro, I tell all of them, get familiar with Nair. Nair is broken. And I'm saying, look, there's a lot of broken things about a lot of the characters in this game, but Nair is like a top 20 move in Ultimate. Link Nair is a busted.
Oh, it is broken.
It's fast. It's safe. Like, I just feel like we just don't Nair enough in the neutral. Nair in the nooch, friends, if you're listening to me, okay? Anyway, it's all about Wario. Let's do it, friends. It's Wario, it's Falco, two characters that we are very familiarized with. Let's do it.
Indeed. Daiki, the Falco player, I am unfamiliar with him. But, I mean, listen, hopefully I'm trying to see a entertaining hot set between these two players. Let's see how much the underdog manages to hold his own against one of the best in the world here. So far, quite a slow start. Daiki gets a grab.
Yeah, looking for parries there for what it looked like. And I get it. I feel like, you know, what makes Falco so dangerous is also some of the same things that kind of hurt him is, you know, these options like this, that standing jab, that up tilt, but it's telegraphed, just like your recoveries as well. Great stuff right there on Gluto, just scouting out that back air and doing away with that first. Oh, come here, yummy, yummy.
Early edge guarding opportunity. You know that Gluto does not miss these. Oh my god, really? Utilizing the multi-hitbox of the down air and managing to practically clank with Falco's up B, managing to completely cheese him and what, 30%? Something like that?
I mean, that stock was very fresh. It was a very green stock, unfortunately.
Yeah. That's that matchup knowledge right there. Now, 3 stocks to 1. Glutonny on a roll, as you kind of might expect.
Oh my god, this 4-frame there.
That's an up air. That's another up air.
Oh my god.
We don't even have WAF charge yet. What's going on?
I mean, and we might not. This match might not even last long enough to see WAF fully charged. Gluto right now is just steamrolling the competition.
Hey, that's Gluto for you. What's going on?
Okay, trying to find an opening with that up tilt. Not going to see any of that right here in this first game. Great stuff right here on Gluto. Before the WAF.
Oh my, Gluto. Fair play.
And I don't want any first-time viewers tuning in to think the other side isn't good. I want you guys to know that Gluto is just that good. Okay?
Oh, yeah.
That even like a really strong player can sometimes, you know, feel like a grasshopper versus Gluto.
It's absurd. There's levels to this.
Yeah,
there's what Gluto is displaying right now. And let's see if Daiki can step up to the competition.
All right. Game number 2 is upon us, friends. Let's see if there's any adjustments here. Again, you know, you're always guaranteed a game number 2, no matter if it's a best of 3 or best of 5. So that is your opportunity, you know what I'm saying, to adapt a little bit. I would love to see, you know, maybe more neutral special. I'm liking that we're using that early on. And maybe some more up tilts as well. But of course, I'm saying that with the implication that you can get close to Gluto.
Yeah.
Not an easy thing to do.
Because how do you find that one first opening, you know? Obviously, once you get that first hit, that first up tilt with Falco, most of the time, regardless of, you could be playing anyone, right? A Falco combo is a Falco combo at the end of the day, regardless of maybe like some really good DI can get you out of a few %.
Sure, sure.
But it's about finding that first hit, man. And Gluto is just doing an excellent job of evading absolutely everything that Daiki tries to throw at him in terms of aggressive options.
Yeah, whose idea was it that World should be able to move this good? Oh,
no, man. That aerial drift.
Yeah.
Bobbing, weaving in and out of whatever aerial that Daiki tries to throw at Gluto. This is already looking bad. That was close.
Oh my goodness, both hits on the nair. And yes, I mean, the aerial combat is just looking unmatched right now. Gluto with the double fair, triple fair.
We played Pac-Man. What the hell is going on? Okay.
And like I said before, it just doesn't help that the Star Fox character's recoveries are just so telegraphed versus a character that does so well in the air.
For sure, that back air is just lethal. Ugh. Dropping down with the forward air, forced to up B, can't even up B anyway. Gluto taking the second stock, only 45% taken. This is looking ugly.
Yes. Born to up tilt, unfortunately forced to have to up B off stage, and that's just not going your way.
Yeah, indeed, the aggressive side B option doesn't work. Gluto, once again, looking to start something. Are we utilizing every single platform?
Okay, and then yes, almost sneaking in that up tilt as well. Leaning into that very heavily, especially as Falco tries, like sometimes Falco Illusion or Falco Phantasm, whatever the heck it's called, at the corner.
Yo.
Forward tilt can just reach off stage and grab him. And yes, the big shoulder for the bigger way to finish that. Great stuff right there on Gluto's side. Yeah, this is just Gluto in the office.
Oh, this is Gluto. Day in the office. Dusting off his controller.
Uh-huh. And winning some achievements right here for this setup.
Let's see what Daiki says in this response for game 3 here. He's only got 1 chance left, but damn, how many chances is Gluto even giving him in the first place is what I'm trying to ask right now.
Yeah, I mean, there's usually a little bit more of a back and forth right now, but I think the reason why there is kind of like we talked about before. Gluto's just playing to the weaknesses of Falco. I mean, just outpacing him off stage, using the fact that he's combo food, or sometimes just food in general, thanks to that command grab.
Ooh, little trade with the hit of forward air, but it's Daiki still off stage. Aggressive recovery actually works out in his favor. Lasers the other way. Gluto's not there.
Okay.
All right.
Nice.
Couple up tilts. Can't quite find that forward air extension, but hey, damage is damage at the end of the day. You'll take it against Glutonny. Every little opportunity that you get. Nicely shielded. Daiki off stage. Can he get back? Yes, he can.
Nice, and it goes immediately for the back here, and I love that too. Just kind of creating that scramble to get back on, that desperation. And then, yes, unfortunately, you won't be making it back, and neither will you, Gluto.
Yeah, the hitbox of forward air actually cheesing Gluto just about, and it's going to be enough for Daiki to take a stock. So, hold on. It's an even game. And with a little bit of luck, how far can you go? Daiki, so far, despite that nice break for him, hasn't really managed to capitalize off of it too much. Is this a 0 to death? Yes, it is.
And I love just that precision, too, just to angle the F tilt down, just to make sure that it connects. That right there is a split-second decision-making on Gluto's side. Daiki, of course, still in it on this final stock. Now, I don't want to call it just yet because there's an up tilt. Nice. Oh, yeah. Okay. Finally opening up here with some of these down tilts. Gluto keeping those feet on solid ground here.
Wow. That
Clank.
forward air actually, yeah, clanking with the side B hitbox, which, I mean, Daiki will take that, but... Ooh, read that from an absolute mile away. That is crazy. Or a kilometer away, as I like to say. But Glutonny taking that 3-0. Not sweating too much about that one.
No.
Hey, that's fair play.
Hey, like we said, that's just a day in the office
You
for
have that
Mr.
one, bro.
Gluto. Yeah.
You got it. You got it. All
You
right.
got it, brother. Clean
Fair
stuff
play.
right there to both competitors. Gluto, of course, making that one look very easy, but Daiki also showing a lot of promise. Like we said before, there won't be any loser side matches, I believe, today. We're going to, you know, kind of dive into that bracket tomorrow where you see some of your
Daiki
fan
does make
favorites
it
show
today
up.
too, regardless, yeah. So, all right, listen. Both players still in it. We can still see that losers run from Daiki, but, I mean, as Gluto at the end of the day, that's a contender to, you know, take the whole thing, if anything. I'd like to say.
Yeah, he has definitely won tournaments of all statures, but, you know, Kagaribi 15. I mean, Kagaribi just in general as a series has always been, you know, a tournament full of bragging rights at the end of the day. But, I mean, I think this one has exceeded entrance from last year.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, you guys are up like a whole extra couple hundred, right?
Yeah. I mean, when you look at this venue space, we're in here in MkLeo, which is basically maybe just the biggest venue in Japan, period, when it just comes to like these types of things. 8 different halls, all very big, and the entire venue allows for like a lot of versatility within what can actually be held. So Evo Japan can be held here in the past. There's also other things. There's a flea market a couple halls away.
Yeah, I've seen that.
They do concerts sometimes as well.
Oh, wow.
They do everything.
Everything can be done here. You got an idea? We got the venue, friends. Let's talk about it.
Oh my god.
Bring it to the table.
Bro, it's my boy.
Oh, hey, there he is.
Listen, this is my Jigglypuff father.
Oh,
Yeah. This is my father, bro. This is
Jigglypuff
my daddy,
father.
pause.
Not Wigglytuff. This is just Jigglypuff dad.
Arika is notoriously and historically one of the, well, he was definitely best. Wait, what? No, that's not the. Sorry, the players are wrong.
The flip-flop?
I was gonna say for a second there. No, they're not flip-flopped. It's just the players are wrong.
Oh.
This is Arika, who was the best Jigglypuff player in Japan in Smash 4. And in Ultimate, he still plays a lot of Ultimate. One of, I'd say, top 5 Jigglypuffs at the moment. You saw a lot more headlines being made by Senra. You saw a lot more headlines being made by the likes of Senra. I think it was like 2-3 years ago when he first started popping off at some events, got some crazy wins. He had like an acola win, a Miya win. And that Senra era, by the way, was crazy. People don't talk about that enough. At one point, Senra was regarded the best Jigglypuff in the world over Base Mage just because of the rankings. That guy was crazy. And people don't really talk about that because he never really went abroad. But Arika, he's stayed consistent throughout this whole time. He is certainly one of my favorite Jigglypuff players to watch. And yeah, I think he's playing against Gakigami, I think, who is a Terry player, as you clearly saw there. Jigglypuff versus Terry.
Let's talk about it.
So I play Jigglypuff,
Yep.
and I am a little familiar with this matchup. I'd say, I think the general kind of opinion, especially amongst Terry mains, is that it's Terry favored.
Sure.
But I think Jigglypuff can
Yeah,
do it.
it's not without contention, at
Yeah,
least.
for sure. 100%. There's a lot of complicated things in the matchup that, from Jigglypuff's perspective, you have
I'd
to
imagine
be
like the floating around
very,
Terry can be a little
aware
bit
of.
of an issue.
You have to play quite grounded, I'd say.
Yep.
playing grounded as Jigglypuff is quite difficult to do, I can't lie, because you don't really have the best options except for like short hop, well, it depends on the percent. Short hop down air is probably your best option to go for.
I'd imagine crack shoot is a thing to worry about as well as you're trying to float away. This thing is just sending out 2 disjointed legs right at you know what I mean?
Crack shoot, depending on the positioning of it, can be quite difficult to punish from Jigglypuff's perspective. Obviously, a lot of things are going to kill you from early.
But then you can do things like this.
See, that's the thing. That was a strong hitbox at back air as well. Really good stuff. Smart precision from Arika. Edge guarding, because Terry's recovery is very telegraphed.
Yes, it is.
You can kind of keep a distance, a certain distance away from Terry as Jigglypuff, with the fact that you can kind of hover around in the air whilst you're edge guarding. And basically just react to see which special Terry uses for recovering.
Right. Now, I guess one thing I can't help but to notice is that as Jigglypuff is trying to kind of dance circles around Terry up close and personal, because, you know, his out-of-shield options, you know, are his out-of-shield options, you know what I mean? As long as Jigglypuff is attacking, he has to respect. I just can't help but to, you know, think about that auto turnaround, because I think so much what makes Jigglypuff great is like her ability to cross you up sometimes, but, you know, the auto turnaround can definitely throw a wrench in the plan. But it looks like, all things considered, still doing well here. You know, of course, if we stick to the game plan of getting Terry off stage, we might be able to cook up.
That is a really good point that you bring about the auto turnaround. Auto turnaround jab is a really good option that Terry can bring in this, because jab kind of hits at that perfect position that Jigglypuff wants to be short hopping in. Oh my god, ow.
Are you okay?
Oh, well, we will find out in due course if he manages to keep this go.
Love that narrative shooting. Yes, crack shoot. Also, recovering is a thing too. I forgot about that.
That was smart, but regardless, Arika managing to wrap it up with the back air. Arika doesn't rest that much, is the one thing that I will say.
I was going to say, now, where does rest play into effect here? Because I think versus some characters, you can definitely roll the dice. And again, I've never played Jigglypuff at this level, but I'm not rolling the dice versus Terry. Like, unless I know I'm the rest machine and I never miss, I'm not running that risk versus Terry.
I would say Terry is combo food. So if you're confident with your rest punishes, you'll probably be able to hit most things. And obviously that also depends on how much down air you use and how much your opponent SDIs out of down air.
Sure.
But see,
that
SDI. Good stuff.
It's too good. Crack shoot on the way back in. Of course, the positional advantage is there. You have to watch the sink at the ledge. This ain't good. Crack shoot. Oh, great parry, yes. And that down to 5 frames and -5 on shield. That move is broken. Yeah, you can see that. 6 frames, rather. It's one of the two. Arika was trying to get a little, tried to be quite overwhelming in that advantage state there. But the moment that Tsujino Gakegani managed to recover, it was kind of ropes in the sense that once Terry manages to get himself back on the ground, you get those really quick options coming out of him. And that's where Jigglypuff has to finally kind of start respecting Terry as a character, you know? Oh my god, good DI from Arika. If there's ever time to start respecting your opponent, it's most certainly now. Ain't no way. There's no way. I was going to say. But Mesh is definitely sent that I can't go for these. Gets the delay on the jab. No final hit. Rest in the corner. And yes, you have got to watch down tilt at the ledge. I can't stress enough. You know, we talk about a lot in centerward down tilt and what that turns into at the ledge. Yeah. Palutena, what that turns into. Hell, even Wario down tilt and dash tag. But Terry, I think, slides under the radar. I'm like, no. Terry down to the ledge is just as broken, and depending on the situation, maybe even more broken. Respectfully to the character. That was really, really smart from Gakegani, because Arika was doing a lot of, as Jigglypuff, it is very enticing to try and avoid the ledge altogether just by dropping down and then double jumping away and kind of just floating above and coming back down center stage to be able to recover, especially against a character like Terry, who's usually very scary when looking for their opponent's ledge get-up option. Yes. Sometimes when you try to catch them, kind of slipping under the ledge, that's the best option to go for. So good stuff from Gakegani. And also good to just wait to use it until like the final moments of the match. You know, we didn't really see a lot of like ledge trapping or edge guarding from, you know, Terry throughout the majority of that. So the 11th hour, down tilt will come to save you. I'm going to say, I think Arika needs to pound for. Oh my god, he just ran up and up smashed in. No bars. Arika practically a full stock behind now. No damage taken. Nice. A little bit of damage taken, but
Yeah, not looking too good for Arika. It's a very different start to this game 2 compared to game 1.
Yeah, you know, when you have the lead versus Terry, you know, your mind is somewhere else. But, you know, when you have to be the aggressor and get the damage done, now you're in a different spot.
God.
No, yeah, double up air. This is anything but good right now because now you get to be the anti-air machine versus Jigglypuff. It's a mini game.
Yeah, Gakigani looks way more comfortable about the way that they're playing right now. That was a good nair, but unfortunately...
Okay, yes. And the immediate crack shoot, too. I got to get back to this ledge. I think if the end of that last game has taught us anything is that being above Jigglypuff in the corner is more important than anything else in the corner. I mean, why go off stage when I can just play at the ledge and do down tilt, you know?
You see Gakigani just fishing at the top platform. Any kind of down tilt up B pretty much will be able to kill from this percent, even at 76%. Jigglypuff is a very, very light girl. Oh
Yes.
boy, I forgot which
Well, be careful what you fish for because Jigglypuff can definitely bring it to you.
I like the fact that Arika's DIing in to avoid basically getting hit by Power Dunk. But sometimes Terries will be able to adapt to that by just going for up B instead if they DI in. Oh my god, I'm surprised. That missed, but okay, fine. Just up smash him, I guess.
So we'll take it.
Wow.
Gold meter's still on lock right here with no signs of slowing down at all. We have got to figure out a way to get the stock taken here. And fast, fun on the top platform. Yeah, I'm out of here.
This is painful from the perspective of the Jigglypuff. This is... Kakigori is playing this really, really well.
Yeah, I think so much of this matchup works well when Jigglypuff is in the lead, or at least has a little bit of a percent differential here. But when you have to play from behind and be reactive, it's just not good versus Terry because we are, as a fighting game, you know, character enthusiast, whatever, like you are always waiting for your opponent to swing big so you can punish. And we're just seeing a lot of that here right now. Down tilt, yeah.
Catching him under the ledge. How many times has that happened? Just catching him. Jigglypuff with that down tilt. This is...
Purring.
Eesh. Gakigani now 2-0 up. I mean, it was looking so good at the start for Arika. I think it's just the way that Gakigani is playing around Jigglypuff's like aggressive options. I don't know. The Arika can still definitely get himself back in this game though. Just needs to low-key use more pound, I think, would be my one piece of advice.
For sure.
But I don't know, Jigglypuff players get quite weird about pound because obviously it has a lot of end lag behind it. If it just gets shielded or parried, it leaves you up to a very strong punish.
Man, but bro, it's like combo parsley. Like when you see like a confident Jigglypuff and they got like the pound setups, I'm like, oh yeah, you're cooked. I don't care how good you are. You are getting sauteed right now.
All right, coming into game 3. Back on Small Battlefield. This is definitely one of Jigglypuff's better stages, but I can imagine it's also one of Terry's better stages as well. So,
well, being the biggest Jigglypuff-shaped shark right now with these up airs and up tilts, not getting much off of it, but certainly sending the message that I will look for these, okay? Especially in these lower percents, Jigglypuff is a very dangerous character. Yeah, I'm going to down air that every day. Yeah,
no jump, I swear?
My goodness, he had an air dodge.
Oh, that's
you better,
okay, fine. Yeah.
You better go for the high recovery because I'm coming to get you.
Good recovery with the Power Dunk. Power Dunk is quite difficult to punish as Jigglypuff because obviously the best way to punish Power Dunk would be to wait until the move practically ends and kind of hover below Terry. Does that kill? Oh my god, Terry.
Dude, Power Dunk is difficult to punish as any character.
Yeah.
Like, there's been times where, like, I mean, I play Link, so obviously not the fastest character by any stretch of the imagination. But when I see Power Dunk come down, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm forward airing this. And it's like, actually, it's not my turn to attack.
I just get spiked at like 50 and die.
Why does that move last as long as it does? Even like as he's on his way down, like he's still active.
I know.
Oh, it get active here.
Does that kill? Oh my god, Terry. Oh, this is...
This is
that
silly.
killed at 65 before the hit.
This is silly.
Listen, I will give it to Gakigani though. This guy is on an absolute roll at the moment. Arika practically looking deflated, which is a little ironic.
Deflated and defeated. That's the life you live as Jigglypuff at times.
Unfortunate. But hang on, he's not out of this yet. I like the up airs. There's a lot of up airs coming out from Arika, which I get, but it's not going to be a combo tool or a kill move in most cases.
No. Especially not in this case right here.
Oh my god. Oh
no,
my god.
No. Well.
Okay. Ow.
A slam dunk finish quite literally and also figuratively. My god.
My goodness. Well, fair play to Sujo no Gakigani who manages to take it 3-0. I don't know if that's an upset. That might be an upset. I imagine that these two players are seated quite close to each other. But unfortunately, that will be my hero, Arika, falling into losers. Regardless, hey, it was a fun display of a matchup that I like commentating quite a lot.
100%.
Considering how much
I tell you, man, that first game, there's a lot of promise there. Kind of like a lot of what we prophesized kind of came out, you know. I need to cross Terry up, as difficult as that is. Keep him in disadvantage. You know, play it just a close enough distance where I could put some safe damage on, but not too far where he can just crack zone or crack shoot my zone, and now he's in my face. Because just as much as Terry doesn't want to play out his shield, you know, regardless of how great Jigglypuff's options are, depending on who you ask, dealing with Terry up close is just not something you want to deal with. You know, get his butt off stage. And did a pretty good job of that, but Terry is just a lot, man. The character's not anything nice. A lot is definitely the best way of putting it without using the words broken as hell. Hey, listen, that was good gameplay. I can't lie, that was good gameplay. It was. It was great gameplay on both sides. I gotta respect that. Coming into this next set, I recognize one of the players immediately because this is one of the rising stars of Japan. Yes, talk about it. World at this point. This is Fire. Are you aware of who Fire is? Okay, so I heard the talk of the town coming into this. You know, I was talking to the TO staff earlier, and they were like, you know, T's here, you know, Zackray's here, you know what I'm saying? But the player you really got to watch is this one here. And I'm like, okay, tell me why. And I'd imagine a lot of what you're getting ready to say is going to align with what they were talking about as well. So Fire, I mean, I think Pyramithra as of late has kind of been quite a talk of the town character. Like you said, pretty much. When we saw there was a recent Mexico tournament. I can't remember if it was Best of the West, I can't remember. Leo was playing Spargo. It was the Pyramithra Ditto. And I was thinking, oh my goodness, Pyramithra is... I'm starting to see this character everywhere on my screen as of late. And now, Fire has come out of nowhere, one of the best solo Pyramithras to do it in Japan, who is from the absolute middle of nowhere. A few hours up north in Tohoku, the Tohoku region. And a little quieter up there? Yeah, this kid, oh my god, he got second at Delta, which was the one big super major before Kagaribi here. Beating Shuton, beating 3-0ing Miya, by the way. Beating a few others, I can't remember. I can't remember, but this kid is the future, bro. This kid is so good at Pyramithra. And a lot of comparisons being made to other top-level Pyramithra players. Of course. You know, that's the nature of the human experience, you know. We're going to put you on the Venn diagram and compare you versus others. But let's see how they rise to the occasion here, because the only person you need to be better than is yourself and also your opponent sometimes. Here we go. And of course, Mario, I mean, this is a character we're very familiar with as well. YT. I don't know this player. Interested to see how this goes here. Okay, we're very aggressive, Mario, all things considered. Just kind of chasing him down here. It's quite an aggressive start, but immediately you're going to have to pay for it here. Utilizing the double jump, keeping it conserved, and manages to get back onto stage, just get swatted away again. This is just the story of trying to get back into neutral against Mithra. Oh, that's a few up airs. Good DI from Fire. I like the mix-up on the DI. Completely caught YT off guard. And just to run up and go for grab as well, too. Very, very dangerous stuff versus Mario. You whiff anything versus him up close, so you're certainly paying for it. Certainly. Okay. Looking for them defensive options. I like the way that Fire's playing. Oh, man. And then, yeah, I mean, even like as well as Fire's playing, you're playing Pyra right now. So, you know, you get the parries on Mario, but you don't really get much. Now, Mithra, on the other hand, is a different story. Bringing it right to Mario's front door. Whitey right now, back throw. Hold on. Be reverse neutral special. Hold on a second. Whitey has some footwork here. I know. Kind of schmoving. Can't quite make the most out of that next kind of opportunity. I'm surprised that back air didn't connect. Fire threading the needle here in a little bit disadvantage. I love that aggressive option here, but Whitey's certainly keeping up. Nice, utilizing that B reverse. Yeah, just understand the importance of like distance. Mario is still Mario at the end of the day, and Pyra and Mithra, even though they don't operate like a traditional swordy, they still are disjointed characters. And so trying to figure out ways to land comfortably at times can be difficult, but making that one look smooth with those B reverses. Very very Snake-esque, you know what I mean? Back throw.
YT doing a really good job of racking up the damage, but at the end of the day, Smash Bros. Is about taking stocks. And so far, no stock taken. Fire doing a really good job of maintaining his first stock here. Survivability is the name of the game for him up until that misinformed grab. A little misinformed. Spot dodge up smash, we'll take it for YT. Now 2 stock apiece, but Fire continuing to lay on damage.
You gotta be careful versus Mario up close. I mean, you want to get those early stocks taken, you want to get that early percent on, but the man in the overalls is looking for that battle up close. And if you aren't nice out of shield, you're gonna be in some trouble, but you can't shield off stage right there. Fire bringing quite literally fire right there. Great stuff.
Showing no signs of slowing down here. What the hell has happened within the past 30 seconds? Finally, a down throw, but good tech from Fire. Prevents any more damage from being racked up. I mean, listen, we're talking about Mario here, so obviously damage can be racked up quick, but all of a sudden it just looks like the Fire show at the moment.
Okay, oh, and then the angle down F smash, just in case Fire goes for like a high recovery in. He's looking for something crazy right there. Standing jab? What the?
I like the idea, but it might end up being his demise. Never mind, that was close. Down air being such a threatening move for Pyra, not only in neutral with the fact that, you know, it outrange. Oh my god.
Yep. That's just Pyra stuff.
Yeah, we knew what was happening there when Fire started flickering his shield, staying up on that PS2 platform, spamming them down tilts. We already know the rest.
You know the rest of that story, man. It is a tale as old as time. You know, and what's funny is, like, when I think of the character, I always think of Mithra down tilting, but I'm like, it's Pyra's the one that, I mean, they both count for different reasons, but when I need to take a stock, it's all about Pyra.
Oh, yeah. Stay on the platform, throw out down airs, throw out down tilts.
Boom.
You're going to hit one eventually.
Sooner or later, your opponent will give in. Let's see what the difference maker is going to be right here for Whitey in game number 2. Fire, of course, bringing quite literally the fire, but Whitey, of course, showed a lot of promise. Mario is still a character with the firm spot in this meta. There. Nice. They're just chasing him down.
Running it back on PS2 this time around, managing to avoid the up B.
Yeah, they're better than me. I definitely wouldn't have went back to PS2. I don't care.
Yeah.
I was one of those guys in Smash 4. I take it to light let if I have to.
Pressuring down tilt, no up air follow-up, trying to be incredibly aggressive. Oh, wow, covering for the tech. Why is he at the tech on there? But unfortunately, just rolling the wrong way, and Fire's Prominence Revolt follow-up.
Or just kind of rolling in general, too. Usually when I tech on the platforms, like, you know, you just get right up immediately and try to shield or try to get the heck out of the way, but going for the roll kind of puts you in a bad spot. Whitey right here, delivering this butt kick and next day air. Nice, gets the lashing hits right there on the up smash at that, excuse me.
Nice.
Pyra back in the picture.
Hey, is good DI's away coming out from Fire, just knowing what Mario wants to be able to do and making the most out of every single one of his own opportunity. Most of the time when you get hit by a down air by Pyra, DI's not going to matter. No. Fire is getting that follow-up.
Yeah, it's almost confirmed. Even when it's not, it still feels like it. Okay, the immediate up B here in the corner. Nothing off the dash check, but good idea, though. Dash check lasts quite a bit of time. Could probably catch a neutral get up or a potential roll in.
Yeah.
Love that down there. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Okay,
Fire.
Let's talk about that hitbox.
Let's talk about DLC hitboxes for a second here, friends.
The positions of Mario and Pyra were they were horizontal. They were on a plane. What was going on? That very first initial hitbox of the down air, managing to connect with Mario and just sent straight down to the abyss.
Let's just say they're lucky that there's no replays on this stream here, because we'd have to circle back on that one. And we're circling back for the third time here on Pokemon Stadium 2. Fire right here, looking really good. Whitey, of course, putting up a fight, as much of a fight as they can, but I'm telling you, Pyra more than anything else has been the kind of the difference maker in this matchup.
Yep.
Okay.
Regardless though, Fire conventionally starting off with Mithra, just looking for that first hit. And it's that foresight that's going to be able to get Fire out of a lot of Mario combos whenever things start to get a little dire.
Okay.
Spaces.
We need a Mario combo here and fast. Can't quite break that zone. Mithra a little too quick. But I'm appreciating this attempt here from Whitey, just letting them know that I'm not afraid to fight you up close.
Yeah. Already switching to Pyra here in neutral.
Oh!
Oh my god, that does the job.
God.
Really?
But I love that confidence, though. like just waiting out the option. Could have easily ate a nair or something, but it was like, look, if you're going to air dodge or do anything, I will keep the damage moving forward.
Yeah, I mean, Fire knows his percents at the end of the day. Just knew that down tilt was going to be able to do the job. Taking the first stock, extending his lead bit by bit with these very quick tech chases. The dash attack so difficult to be able to respond to in terms of teching. And now, look at this damage with Mythra. Hold on, that up air almost killed. Why?
I don't know. No, not like this. Okay, I was going to say that one should not be enough to KO.
Yeah, Fire really starting to put himself on a roll here. Down air, Southpaw connecting. That's enough to send Whitey off stage.
Okay, standing jab. Oh my god, yes, that's what we grabbed. Great situational awareness right there on Fire's behalf. Can I get another?
Nice, good attack, get up. Follow with the dash attack, another follow with the dash attack. Screw it, we just dash attacking now.
I guess so.
Nice. Making the most out of the foresight. Extending his advantage state. That was a very brave grab. Hey, it might work out for him. No!
Oh, not enough. But
still
smart
manages to recover.
right there on Whitey's side to just like, you know, neutral special couldn't get it done on Pyra and Mythra.
Yeah.
You know?
What?
Oh.
What? I have never seen that
Okay.
ever. Did that... Am I seeing things right? Did that up B out of shield by Mario? Did Mario up B just break shield?
Oh my goodness.
What the hell is going on right now?
I tell you.
You're going to need a miracle to be able to get yourself back in this game at this point. And that might just be it for Whitey, but...
Almost 8 years into
Yep.
Ultimate, and I just seen an up B from Mario break a shield.
Yeah.
Never too late to get a stock taken, never too late to win a game, and Fire, of course, proving that theory very true. Turnaround F-tilt, smart on Whitey's side to not drop shit. We're going to see a lot of turnaround F-tilts, a lot of pivot F-tilts here come out. Ooh. Red stuff, no stocks.
Yeah, just not enough damage at the moment. I like the idea of making the most out of the rage. That up B looked lethal, but didn't do the job yet. Gonna have to find a kill a different way,
With
but
Mythra?
instead, not even any time left has been allocated for you to be able to get yourself back in this game. That is 5-6 in 3-0.
Clean.
Yeah, I mean, bro, that's the future right there. That kid is the future.
I would have to agree. That was some of the finest Pyra Mythra gameplay I've seen in quite some time, especially to do a lot of what needed to be done with Pyra. You know, you usually see people in this day and age, at least in the States, leaning 100% into Mythra. Even if like they can't get the stock taken in like a timely fashion, it's just been all Mythra, but that Pyra was clean.
Yeah.
That was the last one?
Real?
Okay.
All right, well, there we have it. Fire is going to be the boy that concludes our set. We have a few other streams here at Kagaribi Day 1 that are still going to be live for a little bit. They're just kind of wrapping up their own sets. In the meantime, we are probably going to end up cutting it off here, I believe. So that's day 1. We've had something of the likes of up to 3,000 entrants, kind of shriveled down into what I believe is top 1,000 something. Pretty much a third of, or a quarter.
We're not here to do math, friends. We're here to commentate Smash, okay? Just in case you didn't know. Because don't ask me either, because my numbers would have been way off.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Well, yeah, day 2. Listen, this is where, if you thought these games were good, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Do not miss day 2. This is where day 2 is where, like, things really start going down. And I start to lose my voice on commentary.
Got to. We need that luxurious voice, firm and strong for tomorrow, friends. We got a lot more Smash to commentate. In the meantime, good morning, good night, wherever you are in the world. Keep it locked right here. A BG Bootcamp will be back with some more Smash action tomorrow. Come your way.
Yes. And yeah, I believe that will be it. So we'll catch you guys soon, man. In about I want to say it should be 10 a.m. in day 2.
I believe so.
So in about 15 hours, wherever you are, we will be back with a lot more games and a lot more people getting eliminated. It's a 3-day event, so it will be up until top 24 that we're going to be playing. That is a lot of games that are going to be on stream. So a lot of Smash Bros. Action. Cannot wait for it. anything else you want to say? It's been a pleasure commentating with you.
Oh, absolutely.
It's been very fun.
It was very great. Yeah, great stuff. Sean, of course, awesome commentator, you know, and good job on you for, you know, getting us all together and getting that schedule. I know there's a lot of, you know, back and forth on whatever, but everybody was able to adjust in a way that we do as Smashers. One thing about us, we love to pivot. So, friends, we're going to go ahead and pivot to a break, the final break for the evening. Keep it locked right here. We got some more Smash coming your way tomorrow, 10 a.m. Be here or being uncool, not a cool person. See you then. Peace.